character sheet thing.
Hello, friends.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to another evening of D&D. We are here once again. The captions are working.
Very good.
Pog.
Everything's great.
Mm-hmm.
I hope everybody had a good weekend so far. We're gonna explore some spooky shit today and figure out what's going on. Hello, you bitches. Thanks, Ashley. How you doing?
Hey, Ashley.
We're gonna go around the table and introduce ourselves, and then DJ will do the recap, and then we'll pop into the action. So in this one, I am Don, and I play Flint Iron Fist, the dwarven warlock.
You're Don and the other ones.
Don and the other ones too. Well, remains to be seen.
In this one, I'm Don. Fuck.
I'm Sarah, and I'm playing Chessa, who is a wizard.
I'm John, and I'm playing Olaf, the half-orc man.
I'm Glenn, I'm playing Crom.
I'm Chelsea, I'm playing Minerva.
I'm Mike, I've been playing Stock.
I'm DJ. I will be the dungeon master. Sorry, I'm just working on getting the recap pulled up
I
here.
am the dungeon master.
Question?
I
am
am the dungeon master.
Oh, no! The maniac.
Roll me a deception check there, DJ.
Insight on that guy?
This week on
That's
Deception
a
Crisis.
7.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's a 6. You're all right. Probably leave it
All
for
right.
now.
So, last week, Olaf was the first to wake up. And after walking over and knocking on Flint's body to get him awake, you woke everyone up and went downstairs to get some breakfast. Ooh. As you were eating, Lufid told you that Kesgrim was upstairs resting as he had a rough night the night before. Lufid said that Kesgrim was beaten up by the little girl next door, so Olaf went up to check on him. Kesgrim looked hurt. His bed was soaked in blood. He was covered in bruises, and his shirt was ripped. Kesgrim told Olaf that the little girl Nina had come into the tavern and started throwing food and plates around. So Kesgrim had to kick her out of the tavern, and she began to beat him up. After Olaf returned Flint... Oh, man. I missed a comma. After Olaf...
Yes, I know. I had to fix the recording. Because I started reading it, and I was like, fuck.
Oh, man. So after Olaf returned, Flint read the note he got from Farum for the party. Farum told Orvigo, who's the person on the note, that he had no more men to spare, and she should either suspend service or make do with what she has. You then exited the Rusty Keel and entered into a funeral service that was being held for a man named Melvin.
R.I.P. Melvin.
Rip Melvin.
Yep, Rip
Love
Melvin.
that guy.
Flint turned to one of the mourners and apologized for their loss, and learned the dead man's name was Melvin, like I said. And there he is, it's Melvin!
You're alive!
The mourner that
Sarah,
Flint was
so
talking to... The mourner Flint was talking to said that he felt as though alcohol may have contributed some part to Melvin's death. So then a man close to the body began to give a eulogy, all short and emotionless eulogy.
Drinks on me.
Drinks on me. Sorry to see you go, Melvin. Goodbye.
Body shots!
He did say goodbye.
He did, yeah.
See you later.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Manana.
Like he was signing off of AOL. Goodbye. After giving his speech, he lit the black sheet on fire, covering the body, and the body was lowered just above the surface of the water. Crom also approached a mourner and asked to see the cards that were being handed out, which had a hand-drawn illustration of Melvin on them. Melvin had brown hair, a pencil mustache, and a pompadour.
Forget about him.
Hey, I'm dead.
Don't tell nobody.
R.I.P. Forget about me.
Goodbye.
Ain't paying no taxes.
We didn't check to see if he had concrete in his shoes, did we?
Sure didn't. As the group decided to walk over to Nanaxi Divers to deliver their note, they walked in and heard beautiful singing and were soon greeted by a gnome woman with long braided hair that was almost as long as her body. Introduced yourselves, told her you were there to deliver a note, and received your receipt showing that you had delivered it. Minerva asked Orvigo If any of her guild members felt the need to conceal their identities or keep their face hidden, Orvigo said she doesn't know of anybody who would, and that her guild is mostly employed in retrieving items that have been dropped from the docks down below the surface of Lake Ghiil. After some more conversation with her, Olaf gestured toward the water, suggesting that he wanted to go swimming, and it was soon decided that you all would help Orvigo dive down below the surface of Lake Ghiil in search of her 3 guild members that she said had been taken within the last week. You returned for Kesgrim and brought him back to operate the winch, so when you all returned, you can get pulled out of the water. So you began your descent into Lake Ghiil, and soon, far, far away in the water, you saw the body of what Chessa identified as a dragon turtle, just minding its business out in the lake. You then began to explore a landmass that was underwater and found a shipwreck. The ship was named the Gilded Lady. You found this shipwreck and began to look through the wreckage and the treasure and such, when a snake kind of appeared from behind a crate and was, bleh, I'm a snake.
Bleh. I'm a snake.
We all underwater went, blah, 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 I'm a snake.
Yeah. So, killed the snake pretty quickly.
Oh God.
So Olaf chopped it in half and
Yep.
wrapped it around his neck as if it were a scarf. And
Thoroughly trained it.
yep, that comes in a moment. Before you also retrieve some release statues, some spell scrolls, and a red potion. After collecting your loot, Orvigo gestured everyone forward and motioned toward a hole that she had found in the landmass. So Flint formed his dancing lights into a jellyfish, that's what it was, and sent it down the hole, where he was greeted by the face of a crocodile and gave it a little frightened, so it turned around and went to swim away deeper in the hole, and as it turned around, he saw the back end of a beaver. So Olaf...
Beaver dial.
Huh?
Beaver dial.
Beaver dial. So Olaf entered the snake into the hole and gave it a good squeeze.
That was such a bad combination of words.
Y'all wait here.
DJ, did you write this?
I'm gonna take care of this.
This is written down, correct?
We're just
the
giving
way
it
I'm
away.
Yeah.
No, I would not have read that on the recording if that were the fucking words.
Olaf lowered into the hole.
He put his snake into the hole and gave her a good squeeze.
They gotta go.
Oh my god.
That beaver at.
I swear this wasn't intentional.
That's the worst part. That's the worst part.
So this is what goes on your subconscious, is what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
We're about to.
You ever look at somebody and wonder what's going on inside their
Just
head?
beaver back ends.
So the snake bled in the hole to try to draw the crocodile beaver out.
Yep. Yeah, dude.
It didn't work, so Olaf determined that it probably wasn't a predatory creature and led everyone into the hole in search of the
Monster.
thing. The monster.
Say monster.
So, yep, I'm trying to just make sure. So as you came to the surface of the water, you found yourself in a cavern. It looked like there was scraps of armor, weapons, and such all spread out. There were bloodstains on the floor, leading deeper down a corridor. Stalk was able to identify some footprints that were on the ground and describe them as being, well, 1, bloody, 2, with long, thin toes and webbed pads, or webbing close to the pads. He also pointed out the pattern of a tail being dragged across the floor behind the 2 feet. So you continued along that passage deeper into the cavern, where you soon came across a pool filled with water. It had a crossbeam at the bottom with a treasure chest bolted, or a chest rather, bolted to it. The inside of the pool was lined with tiles, and each tile had a dwarvish rune carved into it. And that's where we pick up this week.
I'm gonna take a peek at these here runes.
I would like to copy them. Oh no, I don't have my book. We're underwater. I can't copy them down.
As a reader and writer of Dwarvish language.
Writerer?
Writer.
Excuse me?
I would like to read and investigate these runes.
Okay.
I think I said writer, but
I think you tried to say writer. I don't know if
That's
it came
fine.
out that way.
Yeah, the engine going.
listen, you should have seen when I tried to record that the recap earlier. My brain just like lagged. I had to stop and cut out pieces so many
Style tone
times.
going on in the background.
I don't know what the fuck was happening. It was bad.
So,
The dwarven runes.
yes. The dwarven runes, from what you can see, most of them appear to just be gibberish. They're not an actual rune, it's just a symbol carved onto it, right? So it looks like a dwarvish rune, but it doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
The ones that you identify definitely do mean something, mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's just counting.
Mm-hmm. And they're not like lined up, they're spread out throughout the walls.
Okay.
Like they were trying to hide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 amongst the other runes.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the tiles and try to hit, if there's nothing that I can push, I'm gonna tap on them with my throwing axe.
Mm-hmm.
Just see if there's anything strange about them.
Okay. So you tap them, in order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you hear a clunking come from one side of the pool of water, as if something was sliding into place.
I think I've unlocked it.
Oh wait, we're above water.
You do that despite standing right next to him.
Are you a reader?
What did the runes say?
Well, most of them were meaningless. They look like dwarven runes, but they are nothing, and a couple of them say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I tapped them and I heard a noise.
Oh.
I think I've opened some door of some kind.
Are there any doors nearby?
Is the water draining anywhere else?
The water is not draining. The water is staying in place. Make a perception check.
Everyone or?
Yeah, everyone who's looking, yeah.
4.
16.
3.
Nat 1.
This one sees nothing.
I'm just brawling around.
Fair enough.
I mean, honestly, I'd be looking at the back passage that,
Where the bloodstain leads.
yeah.
Glenn, I'll say you see on the same side of the pool that you heard a thunk, like you heard something slide into place. You saw a concrete slab rise up and cover an opening that was on that side of the pool.
And when you open that, the wall shifted and closed something.
Should I hit it again?
Give it a go.
Okay. I'll do it again.
And
Okay.
I'm watching.
So you tap on the tiles again in order. Crom, you would see that same concrete slab lower back down, and beyond it you can see another concrete slab sitting this way. As if when it comes out, it covers the top of this pool. It's about 2 feet below the surface of the water.
So I think if you do it enough times, it'll close off the top of the pool here, providing a floor.
Do we want that?
We can see down into the pool, right?
Mhm.
And you said that's where the chest and the beams are.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose would you want to take a look at the inside of the pool first?
Yeah, I think so.
Quick thing that I'm glad I remembered now. There's also a body floating on the surface of the water.
By the way.
That's a.
You're right. I remembered it now though, and you cannot see any blood from what.
So is it bones or a body? What kind of
How
Figure.
decomposed?
It would be a proper body.
Float bones.
proper body?
Yeah, proper body. It's a human woman.
A human woman.
Oh, jeez.
Can you describe the area we're in again? So we swam up.
Yeah, we
through a
surfaced.
hole, and there's
There's
it's a
an
cavern.
enclosed cavernous
Okay.
area. We walked forward,
Mm-hmm.
and this is where this you described it as a square or a rectangle for
The
the
pool is a square. It's a rectangle.
Okay.
Sorry.
So it's a
Rectangle.
so we walked up onto the land, and then there's
Correct.
a pool like here.
Correct.
Okay.
And then you said the depth was
10 feet.
10 feet, and at the bottom is where these beams are.
Right, and a treasure chest is
On the beams.
Yep, bolted to the beams. Yep.
Okay. And then it's around. It's in the depths on the walls of the square as it goes down is where he touched the runes.
That's where the tiles are. Yes.
Correct.
On
and
the
then
sides.
the thing that he's seeing sliding is on the surface.
2 feet below the surface,
So
but close.
okay. So there would
And
be
the beams are down in the pool.
Yes.
Okay.
They're
And
at
now
the
the
bottom.
body
It's just floating.
just-
is
floating.
floating.
What
And
is,
then he went in to touch the shit. He went in to go touch the roots, and it's just a corpse floating around.
Excuse me.
is it on like,
Flint's iron fist.
is it on like a floating device? Is there? Do they have?
got little
Yeah,
doggies.
water wings.
Do they have like a drink in their hand? Like,
No,
Speaking of Bernie's,
Yeah.
just
it is a bloated, waterlogged corpse.
Okay, great.
You're just-
I would not have gone in there then.
I didn't
would have
assume you
mage
went in. You
hand
just
and
tapped. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
I would not have gone in the water with a bloated, explosive corpse.
I don't know if I would describe it as explosive.
Well, it's pumping up water in there.
It absorbed the water. You realize it wasn't
Yeah,
pumped
no,
full
I
of water.
know.
Okay.
I understand.
If
I'm
you get in
saying,
there long enough, it'll suck
Yeah.
up all the water.
I'm just thinking of the
Human
guys from
sponge.
Diablo that just explode.
Can
Needles
I
come out of 'em.
kind of check out the water, see if like the water in the pool looks any different than the water we just swam through?
It looks like water.
It doesn't seem like there's anything weird about the water itself that like I want to like dip my foot in the water.
Okay. You
No.
dip your foot in the water. It comes out slightly wet.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab the fucking gnome lady and point at the corpse. Brah!
Oh yes, that's kind of scary.
Do you know that is that one of your?
Is that one of your crew?
Yeah,
No.
I'm frightened.
I am afraid. Thank you.
I don't know who that person is.
Oh,
What are
do
they-
you want to help me pull her out?
I'm gonna gesture to the gnome lady. Bruh.
Please don't pick me up, sir.
Bruh.
What is she dressed in?
The floating corpse?
Yes. No, the gnome. Yes, the woman corpse. Yeah.
To make sure. It's you see she's got a crossbow on her hip, wearing leather armor, blonde hair.
Like a guard.
I wouldn't say a guard. The
Like an
Private-
adventurer of
yeah.
some
yeah,
kind.
the
Okay.
armor doesn't look similar to that of a guard's armor.
Okay.
How far is she from the edge
yeah.
of the pool? Like, can I reach and like
And can we
grab her, or do I have to get into?
Yeah, you could grab her. She would have floated close to the side of the pool eventually.
I'm gonna reach over and
Okay.
attempt to pull her
Pull her out of
towards
the water.
edge. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you reach out and grab her and drag her through the water and pull her up onto the land here.
Is the water clear?
Yes.
It is. Well, you guys check out this body. I'm gonna go see what's going on down there, and I want to dive down to the treasure chest.
Okay.
Good luck.
And I want to try and, I guess, with my scimitar, try and pry one of the chests open.
Okay. Make a strength check.
Oh, come on. Well, it was a 12 on the die,
A
but
12 on the die.
very strong, I think.
Hmm?
That'll be
Uh,
enough.
14, yeah.
So you pry down using your scimitar and you pop the lid and you hear the lid clunk and flip open, and then you hear tick 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 tick.
Swim up to the top.
And Glenn or Chrome, you would see from that panel where it slid down, the last place we left it was down. You see that platform beginning to tick 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 tick.
Okay.
As I'm swimming up to the top, just, oh, guys, I think I did a thing. I'm
Flint,
so sorry.
I
I'm so sorry.
need you to hit the buttons again.
Okay. Do. With my mage hand, I'm not getting in the fucking body water.
because you use your mage hand, you're able to hit the combination 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you hear tick tick tick, and it just stops.
I'm gonna just,
You now have enough space to safely exit the pool and not get trapped underneath.
fantastic. Before I get out, I want to, like, peek down one more time. Was there anything in the treasure chest?
You see just piles of silver.
Yeah.
Piles of, yeah, piles of silver.
Guys, there's some stuff down here.
Theoretically, would I be able to see it from standing up top above the pool, looking down?
You could position yourself in a way where you can look through the opening between the slab and the edge of the pool to see down inside, yeah.
So I want to go back down under, and before I go close to the treasure, or to the chest, I want to check and see if there's, like, any, like, pressure weights or anything nearby, or, like, any other traps or anything else that would be...
You don't see anything that would immediately identify itself as a trap. You can make a perception check if you'd like, but there is nothing that immediately stands out as a trap.
I'm going to make a check anyway. 10.
10? Yeah. You can see there is a wire leading from the treasure chest over into the wall. You can see like a thin wire that's been placed, almost similar to like fishing line. But outside of that, you don't see anything.
That looks like it probably would have set it off had the chest opened.
Yeah, when the chest opened, it pulled
That's
that,
what pulled
started
that.
the...
Gotcha.
As I see Minerva inspecting things, are you searching for traps?
Trying to. I don't want to be trapped down here.
Fair enough. I have fair bit of knowledge about those things. I would like to also look, especially given my backstory with my parents, I would have a fair knowledge of locks, security, traps, that type of stuff.
I'm gonna say you recognize this. This type of trap has been used before. You've seen it used, where basically you dive down, you open the chest, the thing closes, and you drown. And then after some time, it opens itself back up to basically just catch greedy intruders.
Sure, I don't see anything additional.
Yeah, you don't see any additional traps aside from the lid and the thing.
Sure, would I know how to disarm this?
Yeah,
I would like to attempt to disarm it.
when you tap the numbers, that disarms it.
Oh, I meant like permanently, like on.
Oh, to permanently disarm it? Yeah, you could snap the wire.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna.
you take your hand axe, just cut the wire, and you see it fly back through the water and disable the trap.
I'm gonna start to just put the silver into my pockets.
Okay. You find 150 silver.
Okay.
Just write it down. Do that, Ralph.
And as you're digging through the silver, you also find a, we're going to do a gold crown.
Does
You
it compliment
see-
my complexion?
Yeah. You see on the, there's
I'm
3
the
key
queen.
spikes on the front.
Okay.
These 2 here both have purple gems. And the spike in the middle has a setting for a gem, but there is not one.
I want to pick up the bloated corpse.
Okay.
Oh, dude.
Dripping in your eyes.
It's like Dirty Dancing.
Yeah.
I was
No
going
one
to,
puts baby in the corner!
Don't eat the lady.
I was going to examine the corpse, but it is now
You can in the sky.
quite a bit.
I'll rotate her. Do a little fashion show for you.
Put her on a pedestal, just
Yeah.
spin her.
Start
Can I
whistling
tell
and
how
spinning
long?
around.
Yeah.
She's been-
Dude.
How long she's been dead? Anything? I want you to investigate this lady.
Make a, making a medicine check.
Jesus.
That's a 4.
A 4. You don't see any immediate signs of like outward trauma. There's no wounds or bruises, anything like that. The skin is pretty discolored from being waterlogged.
She might have drowned. She doesn't have any cuts or anything on her. If she was trying to get to that,
I'm going to, in a rush, place
Treasure
her back
chest.
down and begin pumping her chest to perform CPR.
So the first couple, you see sparks of water fly
Fly
from her
out.
throat.
Anything fly out with the water?
A snake.
Another gem.
That's what I'm looking for, thank you.
No, just water.
Because my interpretation as a thief who opened this chest might have fucking seen something and snatched something real quick. And
Why
I'm pumped
eat the gem?
vigorously.
You really, you get in there.
Thank you.
Staying alive.
Another one
and-
bites the dust.
Another one coming.
But nothing else aside from water pumps
Okay.
out of her lungs.
With the inspection, I want to walk over and take a look at her clothing and see if there's any like symbols or markings or anything on her.
On her?
Mm-hmm. Or on her person.
Yeah, you would see there's give me a second, I gotta flip through to a different page here. This one. Okay, you would see she has on the leather armor, you see there's a T, like a clear T. And once this link opens, I can describe what that is set on.
Mm-hmm.
And that is set on, oh great. Excellent. A black mask.
Don't have enough of those.
Am I out of the water at this point?
I would have told you when I saw it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'd be out of the water.
So I walk over, and I see the mask.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? It's on her, or it's just on?
No, the letter
Yeah.
T is on, it's a red T on a black mask on the armor. So it looks like a patch that was sewn on.
Like an insignia of some sort.
Reach into my bag, pull out my black mask.
Mhm.
Do they look the same?
They are different masks.
Goes back in the pocket.
Maybe that's an older version.
If it's older, I do not care. I care about the version that's been used now.
That's fair.
I'd like to get a really good look at this lady.
Trying to get all the
really
water
get a
out
mental
for you.
picture going.
Okay. What would y'all like to do?
Does she have anything in her pockets?
Yeah, you find a couple copper, a dagger.
Did I get an idea where those tracks went when I found them? Like, did I see what direction they went off in?
Yeah, they continued along the corridor that you saw at the end of the chamber.
Okay.
They basically followed that.
Gotcha. I couldn't remember if I saw what way they went.
Mm-hmm.
Can I cut off the patch that she's wearing?
Yeah.
Just put it in my pocket?
Yep.
All right.
You want to cut her open?
Bruh.
She might have eaten it.
Bruh.
That's her lungs, though.
Bruh.
She might have swallowed it. Just cut her in half.
Bruh.
Yes. You have a big axe.
Bruh.
I also hand over the dagger and just go,
Bruh.
okay.
Good.
Bruh.
Smash.
Yeah, I'll
Like
split,
Gallagher?
I'll split her right below the fucking rib cage.
Watermelon just.
Bruh.
Now we can grab her by the spine and have like a little puppet.
Oh no. What if we didn't?
Bruh.
Help! Help me! The Muppets will rise again.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, we got the silver.
Mm-hmm.
We
Got that silver.
We cut the lady in half.
We still gotta check the chest on the crossbeams.
I guess I'll.
Tie her arms around your neck so it looks like she's coming on you with the snake.
And I've had the time of my life.
You mean like at the end of Hellboy when he's carrying around the
Like
dead
a
guy?
sweater just around your waist.
So there's two chests in the hole.
Where are we
There's two
going?
chests in
One
the
all the
hole.
way at the bottom, and then there's one on the crossbeams, I think.
Wait,
I
what?
thought there was just
no,
one.
it's just
I
one
thought there was
chest.
just the one.
Oh,
I thought
that's
there was
right.
just one
It's
also.
one chest.
The
Yeah, I mean,
crossbeams are at the bottom.
yeah.
Got it.
The chest was bolted onto the crossbeams.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, I guess if we make sure there's nothing.
Why are
Here,
Bruh.
smash her up good.
Like that mask emblem she had.
Bruh.
I'm not a fan.
Make sure there's absolutely nothing hidden in this course.
Ah, she was concealing bones!
We found them!
Chrome, do you need these?
What if it's in the bones?
Crack them open.
It could be anywhere!
Dig
your
in the
secrets.
marrow.
So you split her in half.
Yeah.
Then put her through a juicer just to be sure.
We've got time, right? No one's busy today.
I'll say you do not see the gem from the
Okay.
crown.
Okay.
Damn.
Brah.
Does she have
dear.
anything else in her stomach, in her in her organs?
Yeah, she also has some
Intestines,
Silver.
2 kidneys.
some snakes, like snake meat.
Snake meat.
Put it back together. Let's go.
I'm just gonna kick her into the fucking pool.
I know I said snakes. What I meant was snake meat, as if she
In
had
her-
Snake paste.
like she had just eaten the snake
Yeah,
meal that
from
y'all
where we
had.
ate at the tavern.
Snake
yes.
and macadamia, that's what it was.
Okay.
So there's
So
also
she-
some
so
nuts.
she
Some
was
snake meat
recently-
and some nuts in there, and I'm just gonna kick her into the fucking pool.
Would we take that as she was
Those
recently
fancy
in
bottle
Nanaxi then?
snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Okay. I'm gonna kick her in, and I'm gonna start walking towards the fucking blood trail.
So we're gonna have to ask who this person was at the tavern then. She's had that snake meat.
Yeah. You proceed further down the corridor.
Mhm.
It's pretty long. You feel yourself walking for some time. And soon you come across a open chamber once more. And immediately what you see in the chamber are like crates stacked up against the walls. A lot of them don't have lids on them. You see open barrels, some open chests that have like cloth hanging out of them. There's a bed against the far wall with a dresser nearby. You can see on the other side there's a makeshift like fire pit. I take that back. There's not a makeshift fire pit because that person would very quickly suffocate themselves. You see that also sitting at a table off to your right. You see a dwarf man.
Alive?
Mm-hmm. Sitting at the table.
Is there anything on the table? Like, is there a
Yeah, there's
like
plates.
the leg of a human being that he's just slowly dicing?
There's like plates,
Precious
cheeses, plates, cheeses, bottles of wine.
Oh, charcuterie board.
He's got a
Nice.
charcuterie board. What a fancy guy.
He's just business depressed.
So, sir,
Oh, hello!
what the fuck are you doing in here?
I hang out here. Why are you in my hangout? You don't belong here. This is my hideout.
This is a cave full of like bodies and monsters, man.
Well, there's no monsters. I don't know what you mean about a monster.
But you know about the bodies.
Oh, you mean the body in the pool? Yeah, I keep that there to ward off weary or committed intruders.
Well, it didn't work.
Yes, clearly you're here.
How? I mean, I guess based on the body in the water, how long had the body been sitting in the water?
That was another thing Sarah asked, and I forgot to answer that question. About a week.
Just gets replacements.
Sir, where did you find this body?
Body changing day.
I didn't find it. Well, I mean, I guess I did find it. I found it in the pool.
And you just left it there.
Oh, yeah?
Brah!
As a warning.
I'm gonna look for the footprints.
You see they lead, you also see, like, a wooden tub. Like, filled with water. Yeah, you see the bloody footprints lead to that wooden tub.
Does there appear to be any other way in or out of this room, or is it just solely the way that we came in?
From what you can see, it's only the way that you came in.
Okay.
What's he wearing?
An old ratty shirt. You can tell it was definitely white at one point, but it's been stained and sweated in for so many years that it's no longer white. Shitty ratty pants that are holey and falling apart.
Does he appear to be soggy in any way?
He looks a little pruny. He's also got really long beard, really long hair. Looks like a mountain man, but in a cave.
Underwater.
So I'm gonna look at the tub and look at him, and then look back at the tub and look back at him. Sir, there are two possibilities here.
Okay.
Either you are a strange alligator creature, or you bathe with a strange alligator creature. And I'm not sure which of those two I am more concerned about.
Clearly I'm a dwarf man. I'm not an alligator. I've never even seen an alligator.
Is he
Inside,
lying?
please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and make an insight check.
17.
Okay.
How large is the wooden tub?
Really, my inside. 10.
He's a dwarf.
He's a dwarf. It's about 7 feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna begin walking over towards this tub.
That's
Okay.
suspicious.
Would you roll? 17. Sarah, you were
10.
a 10.
It's the premium hot tub.
Mm-hmm.
He, trying to think of how to explain this appropriately.
Sure.
He's doing his best to convince you that he's not a terrifying crocodile creature, but you can tell he's also not telling you the truth.
I wanted to start walking behind Flint, just...
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over towards the tub.
All right. Inside the tub, you see some. It's definitely got a light red tint to it.
Any like floating bloated corpses?
But you see along or at the foot or at the bottom of it, you would see like red smears as well on the wood.
Sure, so it's water with a red hue, and there is clear blood base at the bottom, but there is nothing material inside of the water in this tub.
Nope.
I'm gonna look back at him. Bruh!
Oh yes, I had a little wound on my foot. I stepped on some coral. What can I do for y'all? Why are you here?
I'm gonna hold up my foot and go, bruh!
Yes, my foot.
Kick Sarah's foot.
You said the tracks led into this cavern area, right? Are they... Where do the tracks lead now?
The tub.
To the
To
tub.
the tub.
Yeah.
I just want to walk over to the tracks and go, is this from you hurting your foot?
What are you talking about?
And I grab him by the shoulder and drag him over to the tracks.
Roll for initiative.
Why? What is my luck with these dice recently?
Nope, not that. That's not what I needed.
What did you just do?
I rolled for
He...
initiative.
Yeah.
She went to drag him over towards the bloody tracks that I'm at the pool.
Oh, there it is. Sorry, I'm just waiting on my PDF to load up. It's taking its time. In the meantime, Mike, what you got?
Got a natural 20, a 24 total.
Ooh, hell yeah. Chell,
19.
Glenn,
4.
John,
11.
Sarah,
5.
and Don.
13.
Cool. So, yeah, Stalk, you're gonna lead us off.
Okay, what's going on? She's dragging him, he's still a dwarf being dragged to the...
Yep.
I mean, I guess I'm gonna be close, but like, hold my I don't think I have a reason to stab him yet, right? He's just being dragged toward a thing and doesn't look like he likes it.
Yep, he's putting up a hell of a fight to try to get away.
Sure, I'm gonna hold my action in case he hurts anybody
Okay.
to give him a stabbing. So I'll stand
Okay.
nearby, but
Fair
I'm
enough.
not gonna stab him yet.
All right. Why is this not... Cool. And then after Mike, we're going to go to Chell.
So I don't...
Maybe. We might go to you, actually. Hang on. I got to scroll down to the stat block and see. Yes, it will be you.
So I don't want to intentionally hurt him. I just want to drag him over to where the steps are to question him more about what these footprints are.
Okay. Make a strength check.
Ooh. 21 with bonus.
2. So yeah, you grab him and drag him over.
Yeah. And I kind of toss him at the tracks and go, what are these?
There appear to be tracks.
From where?
They come from that way.
Whose tracks are they?
Oh, I don't know.
And I grab him and push him a little bit further into the ground. Just go, whose tracks are they? Like an intimidation.
Make an intimidation check.
23.
23. He goes, oh, well, they're not mine.
Do you know whose they are?
No.
Insight, is he?
That was 2 checks on a turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then we go, next it would be him. Hang on. This guy. So,
I'm gonna call him Gator.
Gator? It's probably a good name.
I wrote dwarf cannibal
Also a good one.
because I'm gonna go with dwarf cannibal.
So he's going to make a strength check to get out from your grasp.
Can't wait to find the leg cooler.
Mm-hmm.
15.
15. He rolled a 13, so you've still got him
Pinned to the
grabbed.
ground.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And he, after you still have him, he turns and looks at you and goes, "Well, I'll get you for this." And then after him, we're going to go to Don.
He still hasn't really done anything, so
He just threatened Minerva.
Yeah, he did definitely just start Minerva.
all right. I'm gonna cast Hex on him,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna attempt to Eldritch Blast him with a beam
What
of
ability
light.
check are you picking for Hex?
I'll do Strength.
Strength? Okay,
Yeah.
so he's got disadvantage on strength throws?
Yep.
Okay.
Ability checks involving strength.
Gotcha. Alright, roll to hit him with your Eldritch Blast.
That's an 11. Which I assume will not hit.
No, an 11 will not hit.
Okay.
So your Eldritch Blast fires forward nearby, hits the wall behind him, and you see rocks kind of crumble down to the ground. And then after Flint, we go to Olaf.
Cool. So he's on the ground at my feet because she dragged him over here and I'm by the pool. I'm going to take him by his fucking neck and jam him into the pool and hold him under the water.
Can I assist?
Yeah, you can help. Roll with advantage.
Natural 20. I'm gonna drown this man.
Yeah,
Nice,
you
sir.
grapple him and push him into the water.
And you pick him up.
Gotta help now.
Oh, you're awake.
It's the mustache curse, Mike.
I just gotta find this thing.
I
real
also I
quick.
can't shave because the Flyers are in the playoffs, so it's like
Yeah,
that's why I
right.
also haven't cut my hair. I'm just like waiting. I'm just
Mhm.
like I can like this. I just saw the Stanley Cup is supposed to be in October, and I've been saying since like January I thought they were gonna make it to the Cup. I was like, I guess I'll shave in October.
Have to wait.
Do you, off the top of your head, know what the DC for a con save to breathe underwater is?
Suffocation?
Yeah.
I mean, I know
Con mod in minutes, but like
it's con mod +1 in minutes for being able to hold your breath, but then after that, like, it's,
yeah, if they don't get to hold their breath, it's con mod in rounds.
yeah.
So like it depends on how you rule it.
Yeah,
we had
whether
this
or
come up
not
at our
you-
table a lot.
If you think he's able to, like, take a breath before I jam him under the water, you would say he's able to hold his breath and he can do it for con mod plus minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Or if he didn't have a breath, it's con mod plus rounds is just how long he can hold his breath.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, I mean, I don't even care. I'll jam a fucking elbow into his back and try to get that breath out.
So I'll say he definitely didn't have a chance to take a breath before you shoved him underwater.
Yeah, I mean, I also grabbed him by the throat.
Right. So any air he did have would have just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I'm holding him underwater, it is still
Yeah. So he's actively drowning.
good.
So then we go to Chessa.
Oh dear.
I think I've got this.
Oh, team.
Should you really be drowning this man?
I mean, yeah.
I cast frostbite on him.
Okay.
So
make
cold.
it
Tickle his toes.
Oh, that'd be the
Con
worst.
save.
Yeah, he sure isn't. That is a 7.
Go team, go.
No.
Sarah. Here I am, casually drowning a man. You come over and do one cold damage.
Well, you're singing the song of your people
Yeah.
as you drown this man.
Bam.
He has disadvantage on his next weapon attack roll
Okay.
He gets out of this tub. He has a cold for sure now.
Yeah.
Oh,
that he
yeah.
makes before his next turn. So
Mhm.
I don't think he's getting out.
Probably not. And then we go to Crom.
Shake him like a maraca.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my action until he actually hurts somebody.
Okay. And then we go back to the top with Stalk.
Alright, you're holding him in the pool.
Absolutely.
Are you like completely over top of him?
I mean, I would be leaning my like chest and stomach over his side. So I guess like he's a small dwarf. I'd say his like ass and legs are out, but I'm absolutely like top of chest like up into the water for him.
Okay.
And then I'm leaning over his back.
I guess I'll walk and lean over the pool, and I'm just gonna grab his hair and help hold it under.
Yep.
Okay.
We are one. We are legion.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. So, yeah, you're gonna help hold him under.
There's 3 people holding him under.
Yeah, he's
Goodbye and goodbye.
he's having a hard time. And then we go to Minerva.
I want to let go of him, place both my hands on Stalk and Olaf, and go, let him come up for air.
She glance back and say he threatened that one. Who? I guess it was you. He threatened you.
I appreciate the gesture, but I can handle my own. And while I do believe in spite, I also believe in mercy. And we'll give him a chance to redeem his life, or else he continues to drown.
Bruh.
I'm not threatened by him. If you are, you may continue to hold him down. He poses no threat to me.
Bruh.
He won't drown, but he will suffer.
You said let him up for air. Not that he needed to be able to breathe.
Just cut an air hole in the back of his neck.
I'll just spin his head around so he can breathe and it's out of the water.
There you go, buddy.
I guess
Poke some
I'll
holes
let
in
it
him
go
so he
and
can breathe.
I'd still be standing there with my dagger.
So you let go? Okay.
I mean, he lets go. I'm not letting go yet.
I didn't mean let him go. I said get him out of the
Let him
water.
up for air.
Let him up for air. Right.
Yeah, still
okay.
grappled, but just not drowning.
Not drowning.
Also,
okay.
are there any weapons on this individual?
Not that you can see.
Cool.
So then it's going to go to his turn.
Before,
I'm still holding him.
Before he goes, can I at least ask a question? Or
He's still underwater because I'm genuinely not bringing him up for right now.
okay.
it's not his turn. So
Yeah.
Now it's his turn. And he's going to, or my turn.
Correct.
Yeah, his turn.
the dwarf's turn.
Gator.
I confused myself on that one.
Who is you?
So for his action, in your hands,
Yeah.
you watch as this dwarf man begins to grow green, scaly skin. And see that his upper portion turns and forms into a crocodile. His lower portion, the end that's sticking out, you can see clearly has a beaver tail and beaver legs.
I don't have my book.
As I feel him beginning to change, can I attempt to hook my arm under his neck to keep
Oh,
He's fuzzy.
a grapple on him? Or, like, what size is
He's
he?
alligator mittens because he had fur.
What size
An alligator in a
category?
jacket.
Medium.
He remains medium.
Large. Sorry,
He is
large.
large. I can grapple up to one size above me. So when he is doing that, can I utilize my reaction to pull my arm underneath him and still try to hold him by his jaw and put my other arm on the top of his beautiful alligator
So he can't.
eyes. Yeah, and make it where he can't open and chomp my friends.
Mhm.
Cool.
I heard that you can hold their mouths closed.
Where's that duct tape?
Yeah, all the power's on the down, not on the up.
The you know that white cat doll thing. Yeah. That one. that's
Your reaction right now?
no, that's just what it looks like.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Aw.
It's an alligator in a mink coat.
I mean,
Well, hello.
Oh, he has a skull. I thought he was just standing there like this. He looks really excited.
he's holding a skull, yeah.
Oh, is he?
This is resting
Is
position
he
for my
holding
arms.
Oh.
Yeah, and the Claire's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was. We're going to a party.
He does look real happy.
I mean, he looks like he had a nice snack there. So.
Yeah. And that's going to be his turn.
He's just gonna change.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just polymorph, yep.
He's polymorphing, or is he wild shaping?
He's shape-shifting.
Cool. Because polymorph requires herbal components, and I put him in water on purpose.
So then we go after that to Flint.
Okay, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him in the ass.
All right.
Blast his ass, Flint.
He's restrained, so roll with advantage. If I remember right.
I'm just grappling him. He's not restrained.
Okay.
20 with bonus.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Uh, 10.
10.
10 points. Right into the beaver bum.
Oh, duh.
That's what it is. I'm just saying it how it is.
That's the beaver butt.
Oh man.
Why is this?
Why does this always happen,
It's,
Sarah?
I was told his legs and his ass are exposed. I had no choice.
All right.
Well, he's bigger now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, probably like his lower back.
Mm.
It's fine.
Alright, I'll hit him in the back.
Nope.
You've already done it.
It's already happened on.
Crouch down.
Tuck and roll.
After your Eldritch Blast collides into his hindquarters, we're gonna go to Olaf.
Yeah. So, I mean, I feel this thing in my arms. The spiny protrusions of the alligator aren't harming me.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so I
They're
know...
more bumpy than spiny.
Okay. So I know that that is safe. Well, as far as I'm concerned, I'm gonna attempt to elevate him out and body slam him onto the ground right here and wrangle this gator.
Old crocodile
this
hunter.
is a big one!
All right.
Crike.
Absolutely, I say that.
What is it, sheep?
Ain't she beautiful? Crow?
We'll do another strength roll or another strength
Is
contest.
Ragava
Put him in
here?
a full Nelson.
Dude, that's what I'm trying to go
Get him.
for. You're
He rolls
going
with
nowhere,
disadvantage,
gator!
He rolls with disadvantage because of the hex.
True.
Correct, it's an ability check.
You are welcome.
Or is she?
Urgava, she's just chilling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
she's
just
just
there.
Up
but-
sipping tea,
She's just watching this fucking half orc roll around.
Well, actually, with you getting ready to, what did you roll?
18.
18. Oh, it's an 18.
Okay.
With disadvantage?
It rolled an 18 first, like 18 on the die, and then a 14.
Okay.
So you already had him grappled.
Mhm.
So we'll say he's on, and he's hexed. So you're gonna succeed on that contest.
Sure.
So as you kick his legs out from under him and he falls to the ground, you hear Urgava in the background.
Woo! Yeah!
Cool.
Ass!
Yeah, and then I'm putting my entire body weight and I'm trying to, I guess, thrust my hips into his lower back and just fucking mountain ride.
Man, if I had minor illusion, you'd be getting a cowboy hat right now.
All right. So
Can I get a hell yeah?
you pin this crocodile beaver to the ground.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna look at everyone. Anyone got rope? For the jaws. You know. Mouth.
I have a bedroll.
Got rope.
Brow! Brow!
All right, then we go to Chessa.
I have the long strands of kelp.
I think that's gonna do it.
I don't think it's really
For the first time, I don't have rope, so.
Mhm.
Oh, you could have used your snake skin.
Oh no, that's mine. That stays with me forever. It's my trophy. Wrangling a gator, snakeskin flapping.
What a fashion icon. Beaver coat, alligator shoes.
Ooh yeah.
I'm covered in various leathers.
Look at me. Bro.
This thing is restrained.
I mean, I have it grappled,
Mm-hmm.
not restrained.
How far away from it would you say? Like, could I run up to it and then retreat from it in one?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna run up to it, and I'm going to.
Yeah.
Smack it on the head.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tap it and cast a shocking grasp.
Okay. Roll to hit him.
Mm-hmm.
It's cocked. It's cocked, right? It's,
No.
No.
No. It's
Okay,
genuinely
it's
not.
not,
Like
okay.
it's resting
Okay,
like
so-
that where the number is
Yeah.
still up.
So that's going to be a 22. 20. Is that
You're hitting.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm
Okay.
It's an 18 on the
Yeah.
die.
Oh yeah, you hit.
Yeah.
Roll your damage on him. What do we got?
4 points of lightning damage,
4 points of lightning.
and it can't take reactions until the start of its next turn.
Okay. And no reactions. Cool.
I'm assuming it's not mating, wearing
It's not
armor.
mating?
Yeah.
It's not mating. I don't know yet.
I mean, it's gravel.
It's
you
not
got-
wearing armor
This is how it begins.
made of metal.
No, definitely not. Now it's a crocodile with beaver hair.
Yeah.
It's such a weird creature, man. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go to Crom.
I'm gonna approach it with my rope and start tying its mouth shut so it doesn't hurt anybody with its mouth.
Okay. Make a dexterity check.
Just very slowly, just tie it on. You said just a flat dex check?
Yep.
Start lassoing.
14.
Yeah, you'll succeed. You wrap the rope around his crocodile mouth and tie it off.
Just walk over, start doing bunny ears. Like, can I borrow your finger for a second?
So you do that. After you tie his mouth up and you step back, you see there's like green ooze kind of spilling out from the sides of his mouth.
Do I recognize this kind of green stuff?
Not the specific substance, but the action of something leaking like a liquid from its mouth you would recognize as poison.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you that.
Okay.
And then we go back to the top with Stalk.
Just look at Olaf real quick and just be like, mind his teeth.
Sure.
So the mouth tied and he's
30.
grappled. I mean, I got rope too, but I don't know what else we can realistically tie. Yeah, like I guess I'll
Are
start.
you trying to roll him over and get the feet?
Yeah, I guess I'll
Give me the
start
feet.
trying to. I'll start to try to tie his feet.
I'll never
Okay.
live that down. It haunts me every night.
It's a big one.
But I guess I can like.
Yeah, you can be
I can
ready
hold
to do
until
it when
if you successfully roll him, I'll try to tie the feet with
Yep.
my reaction. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Uh-huh.
I'll do that. I'll have that
Dwarf
ready.
cannibal.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Then we go to Minerva.
I just want to walk up to it, kind of just squat down in front of him and go, "Do you serve us any use at this point?" Can you give us any information we don't already have?
Yeah, it's able to talk in crocodile form. Fuck it. He goes, well, what do you want to know?
I hate it.
His mouth tied shut?
Yeah, his mouth is tied,
Sorry,
so
you're
he's
right.
just like.
I motioned to Orvigo to come over. Go, Orvigo.
Translate.
Orvigo, can you describe your friends at witnessing?
Can I do it from over here?
Sure.
Okay. Whew. All right. Well, there's a woman and 2 men. The woman's name was Dave.
Dave?
Daisy, perhaps? Yeah, thanks.
Daisy's what I had in my head.
Davy.
I was going for Daisy.
There was Davy and Bones.
The woman's name was Daisy. She was a friend.
And so what did she look like?
Oh,
She looks like a friend.
She's horrified
like
right
a
now.
Dave, you know?
Her brain is not working properly.
Her name was Daisy. Looked like a Dave. You understand.
her name was Daisy. She had blonde hair. She was about, like 5 foot, 5'5", somewhere in that.
I just want to look at her
She's
and go,
very short, so
Not-
the difference would be.
not the woman we found in the pool.
Oh no.
Okay. And these other 2?
David. They were
Rose.
Names serve me no purpose. You can just describe them.
Oh, okay, great. Listen. I've had a lot of
That
people.
might be worse.
I've had a lot of people go missing. At this point, it's easier to
Should we
just.
be grappling her?
Yeah,
There was
right?
Dave 2.
It's easier to just not remember their names.
Oh,
Snowflake.
My divers go missing a lot. I'm sorry.
You sound like a horribly irresponsible business owner.
Well, now
I
that
thought you weren't a criminal. You just described like inadvertently murdering several people.
Well, now that I know this thing's down here, I think we caught the culprit. Maybe.
Did we, though?
There's also the dragon turtle out.
Yeah, that's probably eating a few of them
I mean,
too.
there's also this lady.
Yeah, you got me there.
I agree. I think she might be feeding it.
I'm not feeding it. I promise.
literally said that.
What do these other 2 look like?
Oh, well, they
She
were
doesn't even remember their names, Flint.
both men.
They were just
Fantastic.
food in her eyes.
There's a dwarf man and a human man. The dwarf man's name was.
What do they taste like?
Put her in the tub.
Trying
me
to
the rope.
disrupt her.
I don't know. I didn't eat them.
It's like dragon.
Do you season them?
Oh,
No.
She might not be feeding them to this thing.
Do you have a license to do this?
to kill.
To murder.
Do you have a license to krill?
Is this?
You don't need a license.
I need to see your papers.
But they were the dwarf man.
Do they know the risk going into?
Oh yes,
Okay,
I
I'm
gave you
sorry,
all
you're
a
being
briefing
audited.
and warned you.
You told us people were going missing. You didn't say that this happens on a regular basis. You made it seem like this was a rare occurrence.
Oh no, this happens quite frequently actually.
I just shake my head and turn to Crocodile Guy and go, did any of these people ring a bell? Yes?
Look at him. Yes.
No?
No.
I'm gonna walk over to Olaf real quick and have a side conversation privately. You know, we could have a business real fucking quick.
Yeah, Flint, why did you think I brought her down here alone?
I don't know. I didn't know what the plan was, but she is the worst. She has killed
Yes, she
so
has a
many
neck.
people.
Neck are breakable.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah, this woman is a problem.
Yes, and again, if we take her business card
And her business?
and her business, I think we can operate it much better and more safely than she has so far.
Well, then we can also get into the other sides and out of these slums. We just start a business that we all run out of her shop, and it'll be great.
Oh yeah, sounds reasonable.
Make
Flint,
money and rob people that deserve it. It'll be great.
yeah, why do you think I'm beating the cannibal alligator here that's been preying upon divers? This way diving becomes safer, and then we can take the diving business, operate that.
That sounds good.
You know, the usual brah.
Yes, of course, of course.
If you do that disguise trick, they don't even need to know that that one's missing.
That's
I'll
right.
point
That's
at it.
true. That's a good point. See, you were right this one.
I told you to trust the cat.
You were so right.
So, Crocodile Guy, do you recognize, or do these people sound familiar? Did you kill them? Do you know where they are?
He shakes his head.
Do you hunt down here?
Nods his head.
People?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a hard one to answer.
He just raises
What
his
are
legs.
people in the end? Am I not people now as Gator Beaver Man?
He
Dragon
So
turtle
wise.
people.
he
Get
looks
it.
inquisitive and just kind of nods his head slowly, like he's not confident in his answer.
Like he doesn't understand what people are?
That
Or he doesn't understand exactly
It's a
what
new
the,
concept.
I just consider them food.
Yeah.
Is there any like life in his eyes, like as like intelligent life in his eyes, or is it just like dead crocodile eyes?
Yeah, is he solely like instinctual, or is he like?
there's still life in his eyes. I mean, he's still.
But is he like cognitive and like can
Yeah.
think
Can I
and like?
see
Oh.
the dwarf in his eyes?
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah, he definitely doesn't seem dumb. Like he doesn't seem like just a standard crocodile. That was why I had such a hard time answering when you said, "Is he predatory?"
Yeah.
Because it's sentient. So,
I
like
mean-
You can still.
that's where it is kind of predatory, but it's knowledgeable enough to
Sure,
not.
he can make the
yeah.
choice if he determines the situation is in fact dangerous.
Right, and that's why
Sure.
I had a hard time answering.
Yeah,
that,
no, that's
but-
fine.
I'd like to get a little closer to him and go. I'm willing to make a bargain.
Oh well.
Mm-hmm.
Nods.
You now work for us, and we spare your life. Wrong us, and I will promise you worse than death.
I just pointed Olaf.
I mean, I'm on his back riding him, so I think he knows where this is going.
He nods.
A friend.
Just gonna
No, 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 no!
wail on his head a couple of times.
No, don't wail on his head.
Rah?
No! Bad. No! No! Put your hands away. We're making a deal. We're breaking our end of the bargain if you beat him up.
Bruh, 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 bruh.
just hold him.
I mean, I'm not holding him now. Rah.
He's gonna stand up, and he's kind of stands up on his little beaver feet.
Okay.
His mouth's still bound.
Yeah.
Rah.
Little
I allow it.
hands.
I mean, if everyone else is okay with it, I allow it.
He's gonna take his hands and just start undoing the rope from his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, "All right, now," and you watch as he just kind of like Animorph style, just back into a. Because apparently that's the sound. That
I like the noise. Animorphs off.
Love that show.
You ever read the books and just roll through the pages?
forms back into that like mountain man looking dwarf.
Animorph style. It looks really realistic.
Yeah, it's like 1980s CGI. It's like a bad flip book,
kinda
you know.
For a
terrifying to
split
watch.
second, there's 15 of him
Yeah,
walking in
exactly.
between
Oh.
frames.
Rah.
And he goes, what do you want me to do? What do I?
So what's up with you?
Well,
Let's start there, because I've never met someone who can turn into whatever you can turn into.
Agree.
well, you see, I'm what's called an Athunk.
Do you have a
Funk.
card?
Do you, yeah, can you
Can you spell that for us?
can you use it in a sentence?
A-F-A-N, or I'm sorry,
He did use it in a sentence.
A-F-A-N-C.
I'm an Afunk.
Ah, funk.
Fuck.
Up,
And
down, off,
what
fuck you.
what is that? Forgive me, I don't have my book with me. Usually I would.
Oh, well, I'm a dwarf that can shapeshift into what I just was. Half crocodile, half beaver-ish thing.
I'm gonna point at Flint. Bruh.
That's a dwarf.
Bruh.
I can't do that, Olaf. It might be useful. I mean, I'll disguise self to look like a costumed version of that, because I can change my clothes.
To be honest, it kind of looks costumey.
Yeah, so I can kind of do it.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Thank you.
Where do you come from?
Oh, I am from...
And what is your name? I don't think we ever got that.
Oh, well, my name is... my name is Loading.
Loading?
No, it's Loading.
It's Dave Sid.
My name is Dargold.
Spelled the normal way?
D... Yes, sure.
That was good. That was really good.
That's the normal way.
DARGUL.
That was really fucking
That was a
good.
good one. And, I live here.
Where are you from, though? You weren't born in this cave, were you?
Oh, no.
Were you always like this?
These are the important questions.
Well, I was born in Tewesk, and I'm not always like this. I can become that whenever I want.
No, I mean, were you always that way? Could you always transform? Is it a disease?
Oh, it's not a disease.
A curse?
No, it's
Contagious?
not necessarily a curse either.
Intentional?
Yeah, I do it at will.
An
when I
ability
want.
you've learned through the years.
Well, not that I've learned. I was born with it.
Maybe he was born with it.
Maybe it was Tusk.
Maybe it's affect.
Just here, Aunt Frank.
But I still have family in Tewesk.
Did you spell that?
Tiwesk.
That's not how I spelled it.
That's not how I would spell it.
T-I...
W-E-S-K.
Tewesk.
Tewesk. I said T-O-E-S-K.
You said you recognized the members of Orvigo's crew.
Oh, yeah.
Where did you see them?
In his stomach.
No, I may have kidnapped them.
And what with them
Ah.
exactly?
Well, I don't know what happens to them. I have an arrangement with someone.
And now you have an arrangement with us. So what did you do with them?
I gave them to that person.
Who is...
Oh, I don't know her name. It's more secure that way. I can't sell her out if I don't know who she is.
Can you tell us what she looks like or where she is?
Well, she has a really crooked nose. And she always speaks as if you're beneath her. I can tell you that. She always just had me call her D.
Just the one initial.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You know, it's more discreet that way.
Seems to be a common occurrence in this city.
Yeah, I kind of just like glance over at Orvigo.
How tall is she? She's probably about 5'5".
I'm gonna point at Chessa. That's approximately your height, right?
Yeah.
Brah!
I'm sorry. I know I said she's about 5'5". She's probably about 4 or 5.
It's much shorter.
No one in here is around 4 or 5. How tall is Orvigo? Or
She's a
Orvigo?
gnome, so she's probably like
3'3".
yeah, 3 feet tall.
So I'm 8. I guess I'll go to like my stomach. Brah.
Your stomach's about like 4 feet.
Yeah.
Yes, about that tall. Maybe a little bit taller.
I'm gonna point at Chessa's hair. Brah.
Blonde hair,
Brah.
blue eyes.
You're a human. You're a cat. You're a ganassi.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't know.
How old is she?
Oh, D? Mm-hmm. I don't know. She looks like she's maybe in her late 30s, early 40s.
I guess I'll point at Flint. Brah. And point at him. Brah.
is she a dwarf?
Oh, yes, I guess you could say she's a dwarf.
I think it's a...
Brah.
Is she like me? No.
Brah.
No.
Alright.
She's either a tall dwarf or a short human.
Apparently the captions captured "Oh Daddy," according to chat.
What?
Oh, Dash.
Yeah, I wish that was the weirdest thing that captions picked up.
I mean, we got Justin Bieber bus earlier from God knows what.
Beaver Bud, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
say something
That's
beaver,
right.
definitely.
Where do you do these trades?
Well, sometimes she comes
Bruh.
Yeah, most of the time she comes here, actually.
When's the
Wouldn't
next
be
time
easier.
she's supposed to be coming?
Whenever I call for her, really.
It's not a secret anymore.
Doesn't matter.
When you
Bruh.
do you write her letters?
Ah.
How do you call
Oh,
for her?
how do I call for her?
I'm getting good at this.
See, the real reason is going to be great when this ends up coming up in like 15 episodes, and I can communicate with you in that way.
When you pull a Felix and can't.
Correct.
The way I let her know that I need to speak to her is I take trying to think of how to explain this. Basically like a balloon. I'm trying to think of how to skin that in a way that makes sense for this environment.
Oh,
Like he
a
sends a
buoy.
message to the top.
Right, like a buoy.
Yeah.
Something that just like floats up to the surface of the water.
Mm-hmm.
I float something up to her.
Like a floated corpse.
Yeah, except red in color. So that way it's more easily visible.
A fresh corpse.
Sure. And that lets her know that, you know, I'm ready for a transaction.
Bruh. Bruh.
Yes, and then she comes here.
What typically is your payment?
Oh, 100 gold
100 gold.
per person. Yeah.
Why do you... And you have no idea why she wants these people specifically?
I'm just gonna look at her video.
Flint.
I'm gonna fucking call her right now.
Bruh.
Before.
You need your book first.
Bruh.
I mean, I have my spell book here. I just don't have my
Oh,
my journal.
alright.
I would not. I go nowhere without this. How is this woman frightening? What is the? Has she threatened you, or are you just making good money in this situation?
Oh, I make good money. Like I said, I still have family in Tuesk, so it's nice to send some back to them.
Are there
I know-
any of these buoys in this fucking area where he lives?
Yeah.
Snatching like 4.
What does, what's Orvigo's, like, facial expression as she's as he's saying all this?
Horrified.
She's gonna hold the buoys.
They're about the size of basketballs.
Yeah, I like 4.
Okay.
Bruh.
I
Bruh.
turn and go, have you ever heard anything about this?
Oh, no, of course not.
So you are referred to as you.
My name's Orvigo.
Has anyone referred to you as just the letter U?
People have referred to me by saying, hey, you? Yes?
No.
I think.
I'm
do you-
walking out with buoys.
Don't. We don't know what we're up against.
I'm going with him.
Oh my goodness.
This is gonna be the easiest several hundred gold that he and I have ever made.
Yep.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of this kidnapper and take all her money.
Yeah. Hell no, she comes alone.
Do you know someone by what was it? Gary?
Greg.
Greg.
Cloak bloke.
Cloak.
Gary Potter.
The sorcerer's
You're a
buoys.
lizard.
Do I know what? I'm sorry.
Do you know someone by the name Greg?
Greg. I know a lot of people with the name Greg. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. This should be the woman.
Oh yeah, I know one Greg.
Hey, do you know Greg?
Potato bear just really gets to you after a while.
Yeah, I know a lot of people named Greg. Yeah.
Have you two left?
Yeah,
You said you
absolutely.
guys started walking out?
I am 100% walking out.
I'm
with
gonna
like
look at her
4
dead in the
buoys.
face, and I'm gonna make Greg's face.
What the fuck?
This Greg.
You can.
What the fuck is that?
And
That
I
means-
switch back.
That man's name is not Greg.
I didn't think his name was Greg.
Who is he?
Who the fuck are you?
I don't know.
That's really
I'm Greg!
We're gonna talk about this later. Later.
No, we won't.
You wanna be Melvin?
When I have my book. But that person, what is his name?
Oh, I don't know his name.
But you know him.
I call him Greg.
You just...
You just know his name is not Greg.
Oh, yeah, no, Greg's not a real
It's a
name.
code name.
Oh.
Greg's not a real
Do we
name.
have the copy of
No,
the note?
you see, anytime someone's caught by the Nanaxi guard for thievery, they tell them their name is Greg.
Everyone is Greg. Jesus
That way they can't be caught again, you see?
Oh my god.
No.
What does that mean?
We have a copy of this letter, right? That Greg had.
I think I probably left it with the.
Thanks for getting lifted up by the breeze.
If I either I have it or he
Poseidon
does.
surfacing from the fucking water.
Just break into a flip.
So
I hate this.
no one in this town is called Greg.
Not really. I mean, there may be one or two men whose name are actually Greg,
That would be
but...
really unfortunate for those people.
Oh, yeah, really would.
The part in Parks and Rec when they have that like typo when they toss that one
Oh,
person in
the
the
10. The 10.
How do you know this person?
Well, he works for me.
So you hire thieves.
I wouldn't define him as a thief.
He defined himself as a thief.
What he does on his own business is his business.
Also, he's called Greg.
So it's
I guess that's a pretty clear sign. You know, I never put those two together. Well, yeah, I guess he is a thief. Yeah, I employ thieves.
oh my god.
I ignore the red flags.
He doesn't steal from me, so...
That's what you think.
Well, yeah, I'd kill him.
How would you know he's a thief?
He wasn't a very good one, though.
Orvigo, I'm gonna need you to give me some solid information because Dargul is being way more trustworthy than you are right now.
I have to agree.
Being honest with you,
Now? What else have you hidden from us?
I didn't hide that from you. You never asked.
Minerva,
That's fair.
she seems a bit shaken up too.
I'm not gonna look at you and go, hey, totally unrelated. Thieves are called Greg.
That one's kind of on us, isn't it?
I'll let her have it.
Dargul, do you know if she brings anybody with her? D?
Not usually. She usually comes alone.
But there has been occasions where she didn't come alone.
No, she comes alone.
If I'm listening, can I hear them hooting and hollering down the thing?
Oh, big money!
It
goes up so fast!
Skipping like
At this point, you guys
Wait, we're rich!
have probably swam out from the thing and released the buoys.
Oh,
So
yeah.
violent.
Yeah, 100%. Like,
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, we're-
instantly all of them look at Flint. Find a place to hide?
Yep.
Yeah, well, fuck. Right when she walks in, no questions.
Sounds good. Yeah, she'll swim through that little hole and we'll just bash her
Yeah,
skull
as soon
in.
as she surfaces, just cleave
Yep.
right along the surface, head right off.
Easy.
Are you guys doing this out there or back?
We would be talking in the area in which we had surfaced with the pool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love you
That's
guys
where
are
we are,
standing
right?
out there going, this is a good plan.
Yeah, so I mean, we're not far away. You guys would absolutely be able to
Yeah.
hear us. We're literally like a tunnel away.
Yeah.
Just line it up like a
It would
golf ball,
definitely
Flint.
carry
Just,
down the...
you know,
Friends, before you go.
Oh, and I can disguise
They
as
already
him.
did the
There you
thing.
go.
Yeah, they already
They're
went
already
and
down
released
there.
the buoys.
Yeah,
did
the
it.
buoy's up. I will walk out though and
It seems we have limited.
approach and say like, are we killing the woman that comes, or are we just selling her or gave her?
That's a good point.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I
Different
mean-
wavelengths.
Yeah, no,
I figured
I mean,
this is a long
there's
term.
many ways that we can pursue the money.
If we sell her or gave her, we can find out where the money comes from, and we get her gave us business.
Yes.
And then
See,
we
I
can
told
sell
you to
more.
trust the cat, Flint.
That's a good fucking plan.
It seems your life is in danger.
Oh,
that's
well,
apparent.
well,
Any
I mean, I'm not yelling
information
that.
Yeah, we're whispering
Yeah,
that
we're
shit
down
out
the
there.
hall.
Like, that cat came to us.
You said Urgava's like an older lady too, right?
Yeah.
We still have a limited amount of time.
Yes.
yeah, friend, the guy, Dargul,
Yes.
have you seen this woman before? And I point to Urgava.
I've seen her around Nanaxi, yeah.
Not in these waters.
Or she swims sometimes.
She's never done anything that would give her a bad name, or maybe dropping friends off knowing that they'd be coming to their demise, or
And
Potentially.
Urgava cuts in and goes, are you asking if I sold my men to him?
I think we did ask that question.
No, I would not sell my men. It's cheaper to keep them than have to hire a new one every week.
I believe that.
The fact that that's her reasoning and we're just cool with that.
I mean,
The financial implications are her concern, not her morals.
In a land of criminals.
Doesn't really rub me any kind of way. I'm gonna sell her.
That's the title.
Yeah, that's the title for tonight. Is in the land of criminals.
Yeah.
Moral
Yeah,
objectivity.
Yeah, no honor among thieves. That's fine with me. I'm gonna fucking crack this lady's hands and sell her to this fucking thief. Just, yep.
Out of character, what? Greg told us that he didn't want us to trust Ziffley.
Yeah.
What was his tie to you? Why did he come to us? Why was you
There
named
was a
Rock?
note
It was in his pocket.
Yeah.
that was
saying-
like, "Hey, there's newcomers."
Yeah, we pickpocketed that shit.
So she knew about us for some reason prior to, like, as soon as we got into the city.
Gotcha.
She was aware of us and had already sent a message, which is at least where my concern is.
Yeah, you gave a why. How did you hear about us?
I didn't hear about you.
Who has the note?
I watched you sail up from the coastline.
And how do you feel about Ziffley?
What about Ziffley?
How do you feel about him?
He's a good leader. Nanaxi has prospered under his rule.
I don't
But
think
you
we're-
told this Greg to inform us not to trust him.
I told him there was new arrivals.
Do you have who has the letter?
It should be gone.
Yeah, I think I do.
All right, so you're not in the room with us.
I mean, we're literally a hallway over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're out here just.
I'm gonna go get the letter from
Click it.
Flint.
Trying to figure out what our new occupation is.
Here you go.
Yeah, thanks. Maybe don't kill her as soon as she walks in.
No, the crooked nose?
Yeah.
Oh no, we'll break the nose.
It's already broken.
It's
Don't
already
break it more.
okay.
Yes, this way she understands.
All right, we'll try and get some information out of her. But how do
Yeah,
we get
same
tied
thing as
up
the
in this?
crocodile. Wrangle,
She might be a good business partner. Don't kill
tie
her
up,
yet.
Yep.
Yeah.
sell.
I'm gonna disguise myself as the crocodile beaver.
You're poorly put on mask.
Okay.
Like him as a
crocodile
dwarf or
hats
like
that you buy
actual
at the zoo.
beaver crocodile mode.
Probably a dwarf. I don't know that he would
Okay.
accept the money as a soft-flying monster.
Nope, that's not it.
I don't actually have
Oh,
it.
you don't
It's
have
one of
it.
those
No, I don't know
crocodile
where it
hats you get.
You
at the
wrote it
zoo.
in your notes.
It's
I
made out
thought
of foam.
No,
Maybe
I
like
handed you a proper note for it.
Did you?
I got it.
Or no, I'm thinking of the note from Ferrum.
Correct.
Yeah. I'm trying to get
That
it back
note
to you.
is one that I just read. I didn't give you a proper
Did
note.
you write it down? I have like a shortened version of it. I didn't write down the whole thing word for word.
It was a short note.
Yeah.
All it said was like,
Newcomers.
Alright,
"Gee, there's 6 new people."
I'll take the note from Flint and
Oh yeah, I had it. Gee, there are 6 new arrivals. Be sure to warn them. See you at our usual spot.
bring it back to Orvigo
Mm-hmm.
and show it to her.
Oh, well, I guess I did tell him to warn you. Fair enough.
Of what?
Ziffley.
Because
What about him?
There's rumors.
About
Well, there's some who believe that Ziffley did not rise to power, through the appropriate means.
in a land of criminals, what would that entail?
It's purely conjecture. Could range from murder to blackmail.
Just gonna start
Are those-
sharpening my axe with Flint.
Are those
With
things?
Flint. Come here, Flint.
I want to practice my dwarf accent
I
of
think-
copying him.
Okay.
I think we're new here.
Yes.
What? Are there laws in this town?
Well, of course.
Who follows them?
Everyone.
Except for
Why?
Greg's.
Except
Well,
for the
yes, except
Gregs.
for Greg's and criminals.
Why? Except everyone who came here for being a criminal of some sort.
Well, not everyone. Some people were just born here, like myself.
And their ancestors were sent here as criminals.
Yes.
There's a large number of criminals in this area, I assume.
Well, I'm not a criminal.
No, but it's safe to assume that there are a large majority of criminals out this
Not-
way.
I'm
not
sure there
accusing
are
you of being-
criminals, yes.
I guess we were accusing you of being a criminal, but we're past that. Who murder and blackmail can't be that uncommon.
I wouldn't say it's uncommon, but it's still not an appropriate means of coming to power.
So I think I might have a deal that might make everybody a bit happy. Yes, the crooked nose lady, we know she's bad. There's no business in selling human beings. It's just not right. Dargle, if your supply from her is cut off and you can no longer make money, how would you feel about maybe being a diver? Or Gava, how would you feel about having Dargle be a diver for you?
That man has kidnapped my men and sold them. I would never employ a thing such as him.
That's very close-minded of you.
He's a murderer.
He might be wanting to change.
He also is not necessarily a murderer. Are you a murderer?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
No,
a
not
murderer.
the.
Oh,
not,
me?
Me? You've
No.
claimed to kidnap. What are these divers alive when you?
Oh yeah, I keep them alive. I only get 25 gold if they're dead.
Still get paid if they're dead.
Oh yeah.
Remember when I said that I felt like I wanted to show this man mercy? I don't really feel like showing him mercy much more now that I know he sells people for a living.
It's kind of a hard world out there for
Do you know what she does with
different
them?
people.
No, I don't. She usually takes them and
How does she take them?
back out the way you came.
Presumably they're alive. Would they not have some sort of reservations about going with this random woman? Are they unconscious?
They're not unconscious. They would drown pretty quickly. They're pretty much made aware that it's go with her alive or stay here dead.
Just gonna walk back and just kind of poke my head in. Why would she still pay if they're dead? Just gonna lean my head back out.
I don't know where that came from, but I guess they still have some use for them, even if they're dead. Maybe they use them for bait. I
What
don't
are they
know.
doing with corpses?
I don't know.
Just gonna ominously sharpen my axe in the tunnel.
Hey, listen, I don't want...
Do you want to fight this woman or do you want to follow her?
I mean,
Yes.
we can give
This
her
yes
a
says yes.
Because
Dargle, how did you get into this business?
Me?
Yes.
Well, like I said, I hang out here. For a while, I was just your regular run-of-the-mill thief. Steal shit from the West District and offload it to a fence. And I guess Dee found out about it and heard that I was good, I guess. But she offered me the job. She caught me one day, just wandering around the West District, looking for my next mark, and...
So would you say that you sell these humans as a source of income just because you need to make money, right? You're not doing it because you like it.
No, I wouldn't say I like doing it. I like money.
And then I'm gonna look at her, Gava.
I'm gonna lean my head back in. With how much money you're making per body, where the fuck is all the money going?
I was
Lean my head
gonna.
back out.
Yeah, I've been
said
waiting
it-
to
he said
privately
he
ask you
sent
where
it
we
to,
think that money
Keeps it
is.
a Scrooge McDucky involved.
So if he's sending it back to his family, who is he sending it through, and what assurances does he actually have that his fucking family's alive? This dude lives in a fucking cave.
Where's the barrel full of money he's
Yeah,
mailing?
a barrel full of money that he just trustingly ships down fucking river in a land of criminals.
Even if he does ship it, just where's the barrel?
Yeah, like
You're out in the hallway
I'm in the
area?
hallway right
Are
here.
you in the hallway area? Or are you
Yeah,
in...
no, I'm in the
okay.
hallway.
I want to also step out into the hallway.
Okay.
And go, I think I have an idea. If we tell Orgava, or not Orgava, I'm sorry, Dee, that we'd be willing to take a price cut and do Dargle's job for him, possibly we can offer Dargle as a payment.
We just jump into selling people?
Selling Dargle, not necessarily maybe getting this job as a way of figuring out what's actually going on.
I'd prefer to cut
Undercover.
the lady's hands off and leave her in the cave.
I agree.
As much as I'd like that too, she also has a lot of money. So with a lot of money comes a lot of power that we have to be careful of.
Not if no one knows that we did the thing.
If she's also short, I can also just be her.
Yeah, she's about 4'5", only a foot less than Flint. It's the only occupation we've been doing.
I mean, or we can ask our other friend in there who I just found out is able to change his face.
What?
What? The cat?
Not the
I'm
cat.
right there. Not this
He
one.
goes from cute to smushy. It's
the,
crazy.
The sweater lady?
The man in the many cloaks.
Oh,
He's also a man of many faces. I am
That's fine.
a little alarmed.
Oh,
Flint, I actually think he would also be great.
I agree, yes. That's
we need
useful.
two people with many faces.
Yes, that's
So-
useful.
2 for 1 deal. We kill them both and take the money.
I mean, I think if we start with the hands, she might be a bit more forthcoming with what she knows. The efforts of she won't be able to return quite easily.
Yeah, I can offer to help her up. She'll extend her hands. You cut them off.
I mean, you look like him. You do that.
Yes.
I cleave the hands.
I mean, she may have her reservations if she sees a very large fellow like yourself
I would attempt
waiting
to.
with a giant axe.
We can also offer to sell, like, Chessa or something.
We know she's valuable.
Well, it's not actually sell her, but use her to...
No, she was wanted by a prince, remember?
Yes,
Arranged
exactly. That's what I
marriages.
mean. If we either do that or if
Like a
we...
sacrifice to follow.
Well, or it's either that, yes, we sacrifice... I mean, at that point, we might as well just do that to Orvigo. She sucks.
We'll know have somebody act as a spy, figure out where they're going, why they're going there.
That's right.
I think no matter what, this lady doesn't deserve to keep her hands.
Sure, but we might be able to get a little bit more information if she keeps her hands for the time being.
If we pretend to be friendly, this one could maybe follow her if she never sees me.
True, we could hide the cat. We've dropped buoys. We could say that Dar Ghul was amenable and wanted to involve us in the business, and we're also invested in the idea of finding individuals to be able to assist in the sale. So we apply as a group. And should things turn nefarious or dangerous, I feel we're capable of outnumbering them, but I do think that it would be best to tie up Dar Ghul in case he
My thoughts
has
exactly.
a change of heart in the
I
midst
agree.
of combat. And then, afterwards, back in the tub.
I'm in.
While they're out
if
in
he
the
acts
hallway.
up and just... Oh, no, I won't need to if no one's here.
While they're out in the hallway, I'm just sitting in the other room with Dargol and Orvigo sitting there going, "See, you like this, he likes this, you should work together." And I'm just trying to sell them on the idea of, like, still working together.
You would be pretty good partners.
Orvigo kind of looks over at him. I don't know. I don't trust anyone who's willing to sell other people for gold.
Desperate
happens.
times,
What would stop him from doing it to me?
you would have to take his word for it, and he would be...
Us.
Theoretically, yeah, us.
I mean, you guys can't be here all the time to protect me.
I think a scheme is hatching as we speak.
So that's the plan. We're gonna tie up Dargol, offer him as money.
I'm gonna walk down the hallway to the.
I'm gonna point back
To
to
our
the
new business
charcuterie board. You like
headquarters.
charcuterie? He likes charcuterie. You're a perfect match.
What is the plan?
Plan. Bring the crooked nose lady. Offer us, as a group, to assist. That we are invested in business as we're new in town. We, as a party, are capable of utilizing some of our friends that have shape-shifting or other changing properties to integrate their way into Ninaxi, find whatever low-lifes they need, and try to understand what they're doing with these bodies in general. We're paying a high sum of gold for humans dead or alive. Well, people dead or alive. Didn't really seem like it wasn't like about a specific race was being presumed. Yeah, it just seems like they're willing to take anything, and 25 gold for a corpse is more money than Flint and I are accustomed to.
They say that they are much happier with living people.
Yeah,
Much
understood,
happier.
but they do still pay for dead.
I
think that they would, as the transaction keepers, have the right to say, you killed my purchase, my item, consider it damaged, not paying.
We need to go back and get that boatman from the bottom of the river. That's cash.
Would you not want to find where they're taking these people?
Yeah, that's part of the reason why we have the cat.
He's going to follow her back up.
Yes, Stalk is
Oh.
quite good at doing exactly as his name indicates.
I was going to say,
He stays hidden. She never knows he exists. We float back up together. Brand new friends with a new bargain in tow.
Plus, if
She may not trust us.
she may not. I think it might be safer if it seems like these newcomers aren't even there.
I feel like it's
I'm-
going to be very difficult to hide all of us in such a narrow pass.
Well, you could hide in
In his room?
his room, in Dargle's room.
That's
if-
implying that he comes out to meet her and then doesn't tell her that we are present in there. Why would we trust that man? Either way, we're putting our trust in one of these three people, and I don't feel comfortable with any of them. I feel much more comfortable with us.
I agree.
So she keeps her hands?
I would say she keeps her hands unless she poses a threat. Dargul stays bound, or Vega stays in the room with Dargul to keep an eye on him. This way she doesn't have an opportunity to betray us in the midst of the conversation.
Well, let's get to tying.
So am I becoming Dargul or am I Flint in this
No, you're
instance?
still Flint.
All
I
right.
think the only one that needs to remain hidden is the cat.
Right. And if
This way
I'm
the cat is
distracting
able-
her, she won't see the cat.
No, the cat can stay in the room with Dargul and Orvigo, and we just meet her out here. If she wants to see Dargul, we bring him out. We say that we bound him because he posed a threat to us. But we say that we're better at doing Dargul's job than Dargul would be. And then see if she does want to buy him.
We're going to look like vigilantes, which we may be.
Should
Are we going to look like vigilantes or just opportunists?
I think we look like businessmen.
I
Should
think we
we
look like businessmen.
cut out Dargul's tongue?
I think we just tie him.
If they untie him and find out that we have a sixth member,
Again, if Dargul will trace us, we cut off Dargul's head. 25 gold.
not if he's already up with her
We
when
bind
he says
his
something.
hands.
It's like if he goes back up to the top and he doesn't have a tongue to tell her anything, it's a guaranteed no talking.
I think I, as a business owner, and Flint as well, would be suspicious about an individual who had their tongue cut.
I
Why would
agree.
we cut his tongue?
Who said we did it?
We found him tongue cut.
It was an easy target.
I think
But
he
that
just
makes
walks
it
around and points at us and then points at his tongue. That's why I gesture all the time.
It
Fair.
also makes us seem less skilled.
Yes.
Fair. Alright, so we go tie this guy?
What if he doesn't go easily?
Dargul?
Drown him in the fucking tub.
I don't think we necessarily need to sell him. I think as long as she understands that we bound him, as we are attempting to replace him, or join. And then we give her the power in the transaction as to whether or not she wants Dargul as a purchase, or whether or not she wants Dargul still as an individual. I think that that tells us something about her motives.
You could
It'll
sell.
also tell us something about her loyalty to her employees.
Absolutely.
I mean, she hired Dargul because he was strong, but if we show that we're stronger than him, she should have no problem
Correct.
employing us. So,
That's the idea.
I got the three of us seated at the table now, and I'm like chopping up some of my jerky, and like we're just eating our charcuterie, and I'm still like, see, you like swimming, he likes swimming, the business is based on swimming. Am I making any headway with these two?
Sorry. So you're looking at Orgeva and
Yeah. I'm like
Dark
kind of
wood.
explaining the business opportunity presented to them. Like, this is an option that you could do. And I'm just like trying to like calm the situation of what's going on between the two of them and be like, listen, this could be beneficial to both of you.
Orgeva's just shooting daggers. I mean, just side glancing, like just real mean stink face at Dargul.
Does Dargul seem into it?
nice!
The business idea.
And the glance.
Give you those bedroom eyes.
You want to go back to my place?
We're in your place.
Dargul
Nice.
says, look, anything that'll keep me alive.
Are you willing to atone for what you've done, except that you've done some bad things and move past it and try and better yourself?
I don't think I've done anything wrong.
At that, I think we should go in.
Yeah. I'm fine with walking inside.
All right, so we
I'll
got.
look to you guys, and should I wait in this room, or and I'll point to the ceiling of the cave,
I think the ceiling is probably
Oh,
good,
yes.
just because you
like
would
in the
blend it.
main cavern or in the back room?
I would do in the main cavern
That's what I
just
was
because
thinking.
realistically, if something does go down this way, you are right in the center and you're able to get to us quickly.
I
Yeah.
also just want to see that again.
Sure. Yeah. So I'll climb up the cave wall near where the entrance pond is, like in a corner that looks dark, if there
Okay.
is one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would also, when we go back in, Flint,
Yes.
a thought.
Right.
The opposition to Zifley seems to be pretty pervasive and paramount.
It does.
If Zifley is such an important figure, if Zifley is an individual of esteem and power and grand reputation, thoughts on the sale of Orvigo's head to Zifley?
Could put us in favor with Zifley, assuming he is someone that needs being in favor, and I imagine he knows there is some sort of...
One does not come into that kind of power without the recognition that there would be opposition inside of your area.
I agree, and I'm sure he knows that it exists, even if he does not know who it is.
Correct.
Would put us in his good favor.
Perhaps now is not the time, but perhaps in the future.
It's good to remember.
Indeed.
All right.
Dargul's sitting in a chair with
Argava and Crom.
Dargul, how long before she usually descends to come to collect? I assume she understands you can't keep this many individuals here restrained by yourself for long.
Yeah, it's usually about half an hour. You all floated the buoys.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, she'll probably be here soon then.
I want to walk behind him.
Okay.
Kick the leg out from the chair behind him so he's on his back.
Oh, what the fuck, man?
And then just pin his ass to the ground.
What? I'm just minding my own business.
Minerva, if
Hold him down.
there's no need to be so violent, we were having a conversation.
I just look at you guys, just...
If there's perhaps a plan afoot, you could just ask him.
I'm going to walk over with my rope. Well, the idea was we're going to see whether or not Dee is actually very loyal to this man. This way he gets to know how valued he is, and whether or not his bonds to her should be broken.
And you would need to
Tie him up.
restrain him? Yeah.
Tie him up and offer him, and we become his replacements. This way, and I'll look at Dargul, this way you know whether or not your life was in danger by the person who employed you.
Oh, she doesn't care about me.
Good. I'm glad you know that.
Oh, she made it very clear that if I ever betrayed her, she would kill me.
Indeed.
Doesn't necessarily mean she doesn't care for you.
That's usually what that means.
I think that that's something that Flint and I have run into in our business. Many times. Betrayal is a costly thing,
Yes.
isn't it, Soot? Or Flint.
Raz, what am I doing?
It was Raz the whole time.
Right?
Yeah, the half-orc skin just falls away, dives out. My disguise self drops. Fuck! Oh shit, Raz! We gotta go.
We got a blast.
It is indeed a problem. Betrayal is something that is never forgiven, but that does not mean that I did not care for the person that may have done that prior. It just means if they did betray me, die.
Punishment is needed.
Yes.
Does the betrayer care?
So, Dargul, would you be willing to go along with this ruse?
The way I see it is I'm dead either way.
Correct.
He's smart.
I either refuse and you kill me, and there's not much I could have done to stop him from releasing the buoys, so...
With the conversations we were having while they were out in the hallway, like, would I know him enough to be like, okay, like, you've been pretty damn straightforward with me the whole time, like, while we were talking?
Yeah, I'll say he hasn't lied to you. Aside from the whole, no, I'm not an alligator monster, because...
Self-preservation,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I would say then we would wait, leave Stalk hidden, we would tie him up, we would leave Orvigo obscured as well within this back room with him, instruct her to keep an eye on him, and then we would all wait, the 5 of us,
Mm-hmm.
over in that. I guess actually we'll bring Dargul out with us.
Banner Gaming, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, everybody.
Hello.
Thank you for the
Hello.
37 viewer
Hello.
raid.
Woo!
Welcome all.
Yeah,
I'll
so
just-
I would want to bring him bound, again, mouth gagged, out into the room in which there is the square
The
for
pool?
the water pool. Correct.
Okay. Cool. So you bring him out there. You guys can go ahead and take a short rest. I'll say the time you spent here constitutes a short rest. For everyone joining us, I'll give you a quick rundown on what happened so far. We found ourselves in an underwater cavern. We're breathing air now. We're no longer in water, but we found ourselves in an underwater cavern with a half crocodile, half beaver man that has been stealing people and selling them for gold to a entity known only as D. And a plan is afoot.
Yeah.
No, it's a plan. I couldn't help it.
Flint,
Yes.
would you like to be the one to introduce all of us when this individual arrives?
I think that would be best.
As do I.
I'm gonna go ahead and approach Dargul and with the rope and be like, if you can, and have him like stick his arms out.
Yeah, I guess. At least if I look like a prisoner, she won't think I sold her out.
Correct.
Exactly. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it around his wrists,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna kind of lean into him and be like, if things go south, can I count on you?
For what?
If we need you to fight, will you fight?
D? No. No, she's gonna kill us. I'm not fighting her. My best bet's to run.
It's fair.
Sells
Fair.
people for a living. I don't think he's going to be noble now.
So a few minutes later, you hear from deeper in the cavern, Stalk, you're
Did
in
she
that actual
mention
room.
if she knows that
I'm
Dargul
up on
can
the wall.
change? Like, did he mention that?
That the woman?
Does D know that Dargul can?
I would
do the
assume that
thing?
was why he was probably
Yeah.
taken.
Okay.
Like that he might have a reputation. We don't know definitively if that was included, but I would assume that. That feels pretty straight fair to me, honestly.
I'm also going to ask Minerva if you wouldn't mind drying my clothing.
Of course, and then just fire hands turn into a blow dryer. Just.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm just going to fix my hair.
Puff it out a little bit.
Look presentable. Pull out my mask.
Oh god, they said the police chief is named Greg.
Uh-oh.
He's also a thief, the police thief. Oh, that didn't get as big of a laugh as I hoped. Police thief, police chief.
It was very good.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Kill it.
It's one of those things that rhymes, but it doesn't
Bring
feel like
the
it rhymes.
fucking thing in,
Yeah.
DJ.
So, Stalk, you would see, the surface of the water ripple and break. And a, 5'5"-ish woman, long blonde hair, sopping
5'5" or
wet.
4'5"?
4'5". Sorry, I know I said 5'5" first and I went down.
Making sure it's the right woman.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't just murder this random lady who showed up.
You see she got really crooked nose, I mean it's almost sideways on her face. Long blonde hair sopping wet from her swim in. She breaks the surface of the water and pushes herself up on land and goes,
I'm going to extend my hand to help her up.
Oh, hello!
Flint Iron Fist at your service, ma'am.
Oh, I'm Dee, how do you do?
How is she dressed?
Pretty nicely. She's got,
Like over the top, like elegant? Or
not over the top elegant, she just
She's swimming in a ball gown.
Not like that, but I mean like.
I mean,
She's
her,
got like 100 gold that she's just passing out for bodies. Like
Yeah.
she's big money.
It's chainmail made of gold.
her
It's a really big
clothes don't look holy or ratty or anything. They look like they're all in one piece. They look like pretty decent clothes.
She's got like a Louis bag and like.
Yeah. And she, oh, how do you do?
I'm doing well. How are you? Welcome to.
Fine, how are you?
I mean, as you can see, in a fairly
Flint,
good.
get to the point.
We have captured your employee
Okay.
and would like to do his job. As
Oh.
you can see, we can clearly do it better.
Okay. So it's 100 gold. Give me the man, I give you 100 gold.
What was the man's name?
Oh,
You call him D.
Uh-huh.
Interesting. And the man, what did he look like?
Oh,
He doesn't look quite the same after what we've been through, so I don't know if you'll be able to give us the full 100 gold.
He's a dwarf man. Long beard and hair. Shit, old ratty clothes.
And you're fine with the 25 gold payment, even though he is dismembered.
Oh, he's dead.
Yes.
Oh, yes, then it's 25 gold. And also, why'd you kill my employee?
Oh. Well, he tried to sell us, and we would prefer to be the ones with the coin.
He tried to sell you.
As we said, we do his job better.
He tried to take all... Well, at this point, there's, 3 of you visible? 2 of you?
I mean, I would be here with Flint. I don't know who else wants to be.
I'm
He's
back
up
with-
on the ceiling.
Yeah, your mic's in the ceiling. You're back in the other room with Dargle and all them.
I'm gonna be like at a halfway point, like the hallway in between.
I'll probably be in with them, but I'm not a threatening appearance, so
This is our banker.
Did you tell her we killed him?
Yeah.
Okay.
nobody would
tried and
expect that I would
failed.
be a.
Well,
Worth
I
fighting.
can see why he failed. He was clearly outmatched by the 2 of you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, like, crack my knuckles. Yes, that is why we feel it is in your best interest for us to become your new employees.
That's fine. I guess you can take his job. There is a quota. You must find me at least 5 a week. And if you don't, I'll kill all of you.
There's 2 of us. Both of us?
Both of you, yes.
I'm also in the room.
Oh, you are? I thought you said you're not an intimidating presence and you didn't want to be. Okay.
That's precisely why
Okay.
I am in the room.
I'm gonna scooch closer, like hugging the wall, kind of creep around to kind of look into the room just so I can get a good look at her.
Okay.
If you might have guessed, we would not be as careless as your previous employee. As businessmen ourselves, we have things that we need to attend to and would not make the same mistakes that he clearly did.
Well, his only mistake so far is getting caught,
That is a mistake enough.
I suppose. But he's done this for many years and's never been caught. It's been at least 10.
I just whispered to Dargle, play dead.
Oh.
10 years. And you've not accomplished yet what you need? You're not working towards some end. This is persistence.
Oh, yes, this is just a job.
Job.
Mm-hmm.
And you are transaction conclusion or middleman, middle lady, I should say.
You could say it stops here. It stops with me.
Stops with you. I think you're right, it does stop with you. I'm gonna start pulling out my fucking axe.
Now, sir, let's not make any hasty moves here.
Not your son.
I said, sir.
Oh, I thought you said son.
Mom?
It's like,
We're also not.
you're so short now!
We're also not sirs, and I'm gonna disguise self to look like her.
Now that's
and,
weird.
And begin
That
walking towards
is
her with
weird.
Olaf.
Alright, roll for initiative.
Oh god.
Oh god, I missed.
Got it this time. That's fine.
In seeing what's going on, I'll just can I roll in initiative, but like hold action for like since I'm all the way in the back, I'm just gonna kind of walk in after.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Stalk, what you got?
22.
Cool. Glenn?
17.
Olaf?
16.
Sarah?
19.
And Dom.
19.
You can go first.
Yeah, so I'll wait like a round before I walk in.
Okay. Chell, you can roll for initiative, but you're in the other room,
That's
so
fine.
you really wouldn't have any indication that, like, things started happening yet.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Screams.
So you can roll for initiative if you want, and then we'll just have you...
Natural
Just wait
20
for the screaming to
with
start.
it's 21.
21?
Mm-hmm.
Between you two, who wants to go first?
Me.
Okay. So we're going to lead off with Stalk.
So really quick, have you, either of you, like, shot me a look, like, would I have any indication that the plan is no longer...
I went to pull my great axe out.
And when we discussed the plan, would I have enough information to know that that is a new?
Absolutely.
Okay, just making sure that
this
I'm not
was
like,
hey, if we
mitigating
can
my
make an
decision to
agreement,
break
we're gonna
this.
make an agreement. If we feel like we can't, we cut our fucking hands
Yeah,
off.
Stock did the
Yeah.
quick math on the 2,600 people this guy's done alone. Okay, yeah. So then I will try to drop on her with my daggers.
Okay.
And just try to stab in the back.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
It's going to be
Unseen man.
unseen.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
sure.
would, I would
yeah,
say he
for
was
sure.
unseen.
Drop
Oh
him
yeah,
from
you're
the
definitely
ceiling.
unseen.
Okay, that's going to be an 18 to hit then.
That'll hit.
That's going to be for 8 piercing damage.
Okay. There you are.
And I guess I'll try to attack with my offhand dagger for 15 to hit.
A 15 to hit. That will hit.
For 3 piercing.
3 piercing. Okay. Cool. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so you stab into her a bunch. She's hurting. Then we're going to go to Minerva. So you would now hear the sounds of like, ah! And
So it was
like metal.
so outside. Would you say there was like a little like hallway that leads into the room
There's
that we're in?
a pretty long hallway.
Okay. How far away am I from where they're at?
The hallway is at least 30 feet. You're in the room, so you're probably another like 5 to 15 feet in the room. And then they're like 5 feet on the inside of the other room.
I think I'm just gonna use my action to try and run out and see what's going on. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that.
So are you using your movement or are you using the dash action to move twice your movement?
Dash.
Okay, so you're gonna dash on this action. That's 60 feet? Yeah, 60.
You're fine.
So you'll be pretty much there next round.
Angry chainmail noises from down the
Crunch, 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 crunch.
Then we're gonna go to Dee's turn. You three are standing near one another, right? Like relatively near one another. Make dexterity saving throws.
The 3 of us?
Mm-hmm.
10.
Okay.
7.
12.
Okay. You see her. Okay. You see her reach into her pouch and produce. It doesn't list it, but a thing. She's gonna cast Fireball, and it's gonna, boom, explode near y'all. Okay.
Bada bing, bada boom.
You're gonna take 21 fire damage.
I'm down.
Me too.
As the fireball just kind of explodes around you. And that's going to be the end of her turn. Then we're going to go to Flint. Oh, it's your, yeah.
Make a death save.
14. Success.
Good.
Go to Sarah. Make a death save.
15.
Very
Nice.
good.
Crumb.
Alright, so she can't see me because I'm still in the hallway, but I can see her. They're roughly within...
They're within like 5-10 feet of you.
Ah, cool. And how close is she to them?
I mean, within like 10 feet.
Does healing word work on someone who is downed?
Correct.
Yeah.
It does? Okay,
Mhm.
cool. I'm going to use my bonus action. I'm going to go ahead and pop that on Olaf.
Okay.
I am not down, just so you know. I am not
You're
down.
not down? Okay,
No.
I thought you all got knocked.
I am incredibly bloodied, but I am not downed. They're downed. If you want to heal me, I'll accept. Because I'm John, and I
2, 3,
will kill all of the things.
Minerva, D, Flint. So that's gonna be that many days. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pop bonus action pop healing word on you. I'm gonna heal you for 7.
Thank you.
7 health. And then for my action.
Also, just to remind you all, you did grab a red potion from a thing. I can't remember where exactly
It
you
was in
grabbed
the,
it from.
the chest in the ship.
That's right. But you do have a red potion.
Because that totally screwed up exactly what I was going to do. So yeah, for my action, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run up and going to administer the health potion as my thing.
To who?
Chessa.
There you go. So potion healing, I think, is 4d4 plus 4.
You want to roll that, or should I?
You can.
4d4?
Yep.
Anything else on your turn, Glenn?
After running up to administer it, I guess I'm going to use the rest of my movement to get back into the fucking hole.
Okay.
I'm literally going to go, heal him! Dump a potion in her mouth to go, and run back into the thing.
And then we go to Olaf.
Yeah, I'm going to pull out my fucking great axe and just look at her and go, no, thank you. And I'm going to cleave into her fucking head.
All right, roll to hit her.
I don't think so.
22.
Yeah, that hits, all right.
9 slashing
9.
damage.
Okay.
I'll pop action surge and slash her the fuck again.
Hit her again.
16.
16 will hit.
I'll fucking do it again.
For 12.
Describe how you kill her.
Yeah, I just look at her and go, no, thank you. Right through the fucking neck.
Yep, and she just starts spurting. To be fair, she would have started bleeding after the first hit. And the second hit, she just falls to the ground dead. Very dead.
I'm running out. Just, what happened?
No
Yeah, I'm
time.
gonna drag my fucking axe
No
through
time
her
to
face.
talk, and I'm gonna point at Flint. Help him.
And I run over to Flint, and I'm going to lay on hands for 5.
Yeah, you can use it in as many as you'd like, 1 to 5.
Good. You can take all 5.
Oh, thank you.
I kind of like look over. How's everyone else doing?
I'll use my second wind, then I'll heal for 5.
Okay.
Alright.
What happened?
Scrape through her fucking body with
She
my
was
axe.
not interested in the deal.
She can use fire too, or could.
What deal? I thought we were giving her Dolgar or whatever his name, Dargle.
We were going to.
I think he was a little.
She also said the buck stops with her, essentially, and she's been doing this for 10 years. So,
Correct.
The only problem is we now don't know where she takes them.
I'm gonna rush over to her body and start taking her cloak.
I take her fucking head.
Okay.
I think we can easily find out.
Washing this off in the water.
and that's just Sifley.
Indeed. Flint?
Wait. And then I point over to Crom and go, show them the thing you did.
I have no idea what you're talking
Show
about.
them the thing. Show them the thing you did. Didn't you just do a thing?
Well, I just healed him.
Yes,
no,
he came
the
in
other
and healed
thing,
me.
with
And
the face.
What do you, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Can you resemble her?
Yep. Yes.
You can't do that?
I don't know that kind of
I'm gonna go
magic now.
search my pockets.
Losing it.
Since I now look like her.
Say that. Oh,
I'm gonna search
my
your pockets.
pocket.
Yeah, it was a joke. I'm gonna
Sorry.
search your pockets. I'm sorry.
Cough up the change, chump.
Yeah, because theoretically she has money.
Wait a
that she
minute, I'm
brought.
robbing myself.
She does indeed have money.
Yeah, how many monies?
I put up 4 buoys.
Yep,
Mhm.
that's what I thought.
Correct.
400 gold.
Thank you.
Jeez.
I am popping that in the old pockaroos.
How's the cash, Flint? Oh, coin.
Pretty fucking good.
As expected. I'm gonna, hold her head.
That is a brave woman to go diving with 400 gold in her pocket.
Just gonna dust off the
She had
eyes.
fireball.
Stuck.
Yeah, this one buoy corresponds
Lay
to
it down
a
at your
half
feet.
one.
Yeah.
So there were.
Oh no,
4
I'm just
buoys.
saying diving with that much metal in your pockets.
Fair. That is a lot of money.
She came down quick.
Yeah. I'm putting her severed head in front of Stock's foot.
I'll just pick it up and hand it back to you, and say, "This one didn't kill her."
Oh, only if you do.
Yeah, if you'd like, you can pay, but this one doesn't have to pay if this one doesn't do the kill.
I don't think she deserves crossings.
Find anything else in her pocket besides this 400 gold?
Yeah, you would find 400 gold, as well as.
Yeah, Astra, I was wiping blood off her eyes. That's what I mean. Not dust. I said dust, but clean that face up. Yeah.
Now this wasn't intentional.
Mm-hmm.
These NPCs were created before their connections were created.
Okay.
You find a note.
That's good. It's a good sign, Don.
If it's you or D again, I swear to God.
It's on.
You can change it now. It's not too late.
Give them a nickname.
Not Greg.
Good call. Nickname's a good idea.
Yeah, it is.
Big brain move, buddy.
Says-
Big brain
Because
move.
clearly we're sticking with initials here. It's gonna get real confusing real quick. We already
You're
got
right.
2 Ds.
You're right, and there was getting ready to be a third.
That's why I called 1, so now we're down to 1 thing.
It's okay. I had Elran, I did Felran. We all laughed about it, and I changed it. It happens.
So you got a note that'll say da, D-A, common, comma.
Is it baby language?
Papa.
Da.
Da. Where are you?
Stop.
Says, da, you're late on this week's shipment. What's taking you so long? Don't make me come down there.
Duh.
Duh.
Make me turn this car around.
Threateningly,
Mm-hmm.
fuck. Doll,
D-O?
D-A-L.
Cunt. You're late on this week's shipment. Don't make me come
His
down there.
name's Dargul, and her name's like Dalgul.
So we had Dargul.
And now we've got Dalgul.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh, random names are a pain.
I'm gonna hand out 66 gold to everybody else.
Everyone takes 66
Think you've all
gold.
earned your cut.
Out of my pocket.
We're all in this now.
Also,
Take
she
your
would have
spoils of war.
brought the 4 buoys back with her as well.
I'm gonna toss those in the corner. Should we put them back up and see if somebody else comes?
No, she said it ended with her, and it did.
I suppose so. She did bring the gold herself, so not that smart.
But where did she take them?
I'm going to go over to Dargul.
Mm-hmm.
So, friend,
Yeah.
if she was typically the only one that came down here, but others did come down sometimes,
No, he said
No.
typically she comes down, and when I asked who else comes down, he said no, it's just her.
oh, I thought he said it's most of the time just her.
He did, and then
Okay.
when I asked about it, he
Okay.
was like, it's just her.
Well, you're gonna live here.
Okay, I do already.
Yeah. And you're gonna wait to see who comes for you next. Hey, Flint,
Yes.
do you by any chance have any chalk or anything that might be able to mire the coloration of something?
I don't, but Crom might.
I mean, I have.
I got pigments.
I'm gonna pick up one of the buoys.
Oh.
They're red.
Mm-hmm.
Think you could change the color of this? Or
Yeah,
anything?
I could.
Very
I'll
good.
go ahead and start putting black on it then. Yeah.
Okay.
Dargul,
Yeah.
when someone does come for you, you're going to put this black buoy out so you can signal to us that you've been met by someone else on behalf of this operation. Or I'm going to cut your fucking head off.
Ah, okay.
What are you going to do, Dargul?
The next person who comes to see me, I'm gonna put that black buoy out.
The next person associated with the operation, Dargul.
Which... Oh, the body operation. Yes.
Are you involved in another operation? I'm gonna start sharpening my fucking axe.
I'm a
Oh,
surgeon.
that one. Yeah,
I'm a
they were-
surgeon, you see.
Well, I have these crocodile hands.
I'm a thief, you know.
You're Greg.
Yeah, I'm a Greg.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So I wasn't sure if you meant like my next heist
No, you
or
know, the
robbery.
thing that's involved with the fucking buoys?
Yes,
Yes.
right.
So what are you going to do, Dargul?
The next time someone comes to me about bodies, I'm gonna float one of them black buoys up to you.
When the people are no longer here, don't do it in front of them.
Don't make it obvious.
Indeed.
Oh, okay.
Don't tell them that you're doing it.
So
if you
after...
say-
Don't
Hey.
tell them about us.
Yeah, if you
do
say,
I need
hey,
to be this fucking clear?
Yeah, don't say, hey, wait 1 minute, and then pick up the black
I've got to
buoy.
go take this thing out so I can warn my new friends.
Well, I'm a fast swimmer, you see. Sometimes they don't even notice I'm gone.
But they'll be in the cave. They'll know when you say, just excuse me a minute, and then leave.
I'm gonna go shit.
I got shit.
You know how a bear shits in the woods? I'm gonna go shit in the sea,
What? Where does a beaver shit?
in the lake.
I'm in a lake, aren't
Okay.
I?
In a dam.
Don't do that.
Anyway,
Agreed.
yes, sure.
We
Please
will-
don't kill me.
And we will pay you when we return. When you put the black buoy out.
How much?
That's not important.
I'll give you my 66 gold. One time. You need the names of the people, and you need what they look like. You're going to be our new contact.
I'll do the best I can about names, but
No, you will do it.
a lot of times people are kind of guarded about their names.
Oh, that's fine. You'll give them your name.
Dargul?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Also,
Alright.
I don't think we need to tell you what'll be done if you put the buoy out before other people come and attempt to lie to us or betray us in any way.
You'll kill me.
Yes. But we'll cut your hands off first, and then we'll kill you.
That's really dark.
Yes.
Dark
Don't
world
fuck
down
with
here.
us.
Okay.
Pretty dark to sell people as well.
Well, I'm just trying to feed my family.
Well,
Yes.
those people were trying to feed their families too before you killed them and sold them.
I didn't kill them.
You sold them.
Oh, yeah.
They were
Oh,
all.
yeah, definitely.
Was every one of them
Totally
alive?
sold them.
I sold a couple dead ones, but I didn't kill them. People drown in Lake Ghiil all the time.
You took someone's life regardless.
Oh,
People
yes,
don't like being sold.
well, I'm sure they
From
don't.
experience. It's not pleasant.
No, it's pretty rude, actually,
Yeah.
Gonna go get Orvigo.
but... Okay.
You, my dear, are also going to assist us. You're going to hire Kesgrim. He is going to watch for a black buoy every day, every minute of every day.
He's just gonna sit there.
I think from what I've seen, he can handle that.
Yes.
Probably not much else.
And that is
Don't
the
let any
only
children
task
near
that
him.
you will give him,
Okay.
so that he does not fuck that up.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up the head and show her. Just like, do you know who this one was?
Hmm?
Oh, God. Oh, actually, I think I have seen her around the Rusty...
Don't you dare fucking say Greg.
Hold on, not Greg. No.
That's D.
D.
Oh,
Greg.
Gregina.
Greg.
Don't do it.
I think
Oh my
I've seen
God.
her at the Rusty Keel before. I believe her name was Devothra?
Mothra?
Devothra?
Could you smell that? Does she
One of our
have a
shoes so
card?
drawn to flame.
Davatra. Devothra.
It just occurred to me.
Devatra.
Davatra.
R.A.
R.A.
Okay.
It just occurred to me that we're in an underwater cave talking about Greg's.
Mm-hmm.
Pleased
God,
to meet you.
scaly manfish.
I'm a scaly manfish.
Jesus.
Come on, Greg.
Come on, Greg.
Are there any shoes nearby?
You ever drunk
Old
Baileys
boot,
from a
maybe?
shoe?
Couple
Do you
bottles
love
of
me?
Baileys. God
Are you
damn it.
playing those love
I
games
hate
with
this
me?
game.
It's a weird video.
Oh,
Good old
It's a
video.
weird fucking
The
video.
throwback.
Yeah, that's.
You don't want to know it.
Oh yeah, you do.
Some like 2008 internet.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not worth it. That's all you need to know. It's from 2008.
It might be earlier, actually.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's
I'm just
a waste of
spitballing.
like 5 minutes of your
06,
life.
08. It's got to be around there.
Orvigo, we also require compensation because we have cleared the waters of a threat to your divers.
Oh,
Have we not?
oh yes, I suppose you're right. I
We
believe that.
have.
I believe the agreement was I would teach your friend here how to cast water breathing.
Indeed. Chessa?
Chessa, does a spell scroll work? Can you copy that to your book?
Her book's up.
Yes.
Yeah, I have my spell book.
Oh, you do. Okay.
That and the waterproof ink.
Yes, and the waterproof ink. That's right. Well, yes, I have the spell scroll back in my office.
I'm still holding all the spell scrolls that we
Oh yeah,
found
the
before
3
we
others
did
that
it.
we found.
Mm-hmm. Then, friends, I think we've settled on a new business.
Return topside, I guess.
Yes.
I'm still holding the head. I guess were we saving this for
I think we should probably get rid of that.
Ziffly?
Oh, I'm keeping that.
Yeah, I'll pass the head over.
And
Stuff it in your snake bag.
Dargul looks at the body and goes, "Now, you guys don't need
Get
that.
rid of it, eat it, do whatever you want with it.
Thank you.
Have
Appreciate
a
it.
fine meal.
Oh, I will." And you all start making your way. You gather up right outside near the entrance back into the Lake Ghiil. It's not been 24 hours, so you would still have water breathing. So you dive back down, and right before you go back underwater, Orvigo looks to you and says, now just make sure to go in stages. Don't just rocket to the surface.
Ben's a hell of a drug.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you guys exit out from the cavern and slowly but surely make your way back
Yeah,
up to
I would
the
keep
surface.
pace with her.
Yep. And you arrive back to the surface. You're a fair ways away from your extraction point. You're probably a good 100 yards, 150 yards away.
Mhm.
So you start swimming your way on over.
Mhm.
Un momento, por favor. I'm gonna find the thing. Here it is.
Pretty good day's work, Flint.
I'd say so. That's a fair fucking bit of gold.
Yeah, 400's a good take.
Oh, I
Indeed.
forgot to divvy up the silver.
Silver.
I did in fact find some silver while we were
Silver
down there.
and gold. What a day.
Mm-hmm.
This one needs the silver.
Mm-hmm.
I'll trade you gold.
Mm-hmm.
I give everybody 50 silver.
Nice.
That's a lot of money.
Am I gonna get another one?
I'm gonna buy a house.
All right, that's just what
Does
it's gonna
anybody
be
want
then.
some gold for their silver? So
Sure.
I have a little extra. I've been needing it.
Sure, I can give you 40 silver for 4 gold.
Sure. Yeah.
As you're swimming along back
I'm sorry,
to...
I lied, 25 silver, not 50. I'm sorry. I can't math real good. God.
Hold on.
As you're
I
swimming
don't
along...
have 40. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Okay. Hold on. Yeah. Let me add that gold back.
You can go ahead. I don't think the 5
So,
silver
how much-
that they're working out.
No, I didn't do the number either. Really quick. What
Yeah.
was
25 silver.
25
25? Gotcha.
silver.
Cool.
Let's make sure I have it right.
As you're swimming along, ahead of you, you can see like ripples on the surface of the water. You all kind of dunk your head under the water to see what's going on, and in front of you, you see a school of fish that each individual fish is a color, but the whole school makes it seem as though there's just a rainbow of fish just swimming. You know how like starlings, they're the birds that make like shapes in the sky, like that, but swimming in the ocean, multicolored fish, making just a collage of color. It looks almost like a temperature sensitive thing that changes color as it moves. Yeah, it's just a beautiful swirling morphing of color in the lake here. You swim on past them and come to the edge of the Naxi, and Kesgrim's standing above you at the dock.
Brah!
Oh, okay. Clip yourself on. You hear, all right. Starts cranking you up slowly,
His
but
broken, crippled body.
and he one by one brings
Well,
you.
I mean, when he gets me up, I would push him away and I'll take the job so this way he doesn't fucking die.
Oh, thank you. I need a nap. You pull everyone else up.
Mm-hmm.
Orvigo goes, well, thank you so much, friends. I really do appreciate it. Chessa, if you come with me, I suppose y'all can come with me, but I'll give you the spell scroll and the waterproof ink.
Yes.
And
Compensation.
Hire Kesgrim.
Oh, yes.
Bring the tub.
Hire Nesgrim. Yes.
Kesgrim.
Don't hire Nesgrim.
please don't hire us.
Please don't.
We
God,
need him.
nobody should hire Desgrim. His resume is not good.
Thrall to the defile.
Died again.
Really loyal.
Yeah.
It's the reason for leaving your last job. Death.
They killed me.
Double dead. It happens.
I fell from my throne.
My laptop's dying.
I'm gonna wave over to Flint as we surface to come with me to my cloak so I can give you back your bag.
Thank you.
Yeah. When we're inside her shop, I'll go over and collect my belongings that I had left here with Kesgrim.
I'm going to wring out these clothes, put on the.
We do have a fire, lady.
Well, these. I have my sweater that I left behind.
Oh.
Put that back on. Sweater, skirt, proper clothing.
Mm-hmm.
These actually belong to Crom, right?
The pants, yeah.
You can keep them. I have plenty.
If anyone wants to huddle by the fire, I'm just drying myself off.
Dry these.
Shake myself out like a big dog.
Mm-hmm.
Need
So,
my book.
yep, she hands you a spell scroll and a leather tube, and she goes, here you are.
Thank you.
The spell scroll's inside. You can just copy it to your book. That should be enough. The waterproof ink, here you are.
Yes.
She hands you, like, a closed, I don't have one here. It's not like one of these. It's got one of the flip clasps. You know what I mean? The, like,
Yeah.
wire clasps.
Flip cup.
Huh?
Never mind.
It's got one of them. She hands that to him and goes, here you go.
Is it
I think it's a custom item.
Yeah, it is. But how closely are we going to be tracking my ink usage?
There's enough there for
For a while.
a lot.
Okay. I'll take that. Start.
Orvigo, you said you saw Devethra at the Rusty Keel before.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Kesgrim.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
so
pull her head
scared.
out. You recall this woman?
Oh God. Yeah.
Yes. Go on.
Oh. She.
Or would you prefer I say, brah?
Wait a minute. You're right. You. Anyway.
Go on, Kesgrim.
She came in a couple weeks ago.
One time.
Maybe a week ago. She's been in a couple times.
And why does this visit a week ago stand out in your memory?
It was the most recent.
I fucking hate you. Just gonna look at my fist.
Does she talk to anyone? Does she do anything? Does she get a particular drink that might signal something to perhaps the barkeep or someone else?
Yeah, she always orders a very expensive drink.
The barkeep was Lombard, right?
Lufid.
Lufid. There we go.
Lombard was the guard.
Was the lift guard.
Lift guard.
Lumbar support.
This is the castle my master Louis at
Yeah, that's
Lombard. Go and tell your master.
Why do you think I have this outrageous accent?
You silly kid.
What level is underwater breathing?
I believe fourth
Fourth.
or fifth.
I'm gonna walk out to the back while everybody's like kind of convening inside. I'm gonna go sit on the porch out there and dry off. If I look down to where we saw the fish, what's the fish swirl look like?
From this vantage point, I mean, the lake is pretty clear. So it looks similar to how it did before, but shinier.
So, Kesgrim?
Yes, she usually gets a very expensive drink. Just trying to recall the name of it.
It's fine, Kesgrim. Take your time. I understand your brain's a little bit slow from the beating up last night.
She usually orders a type of wine called Fey wine.
F-A-E?
F-E-Y. You can tell Fey wine because it glows.
Now, this woman was 4'5", blonde hair, blue eyes. Does she have elvish ears or human ears?
They said she was a dwarf.
Is she actually a dwarf?
Yeah, she's a dwarf. You would know that dude was kind of the worst.
All right. Anything else suspicious about her or anything that you remember? Did she talk to anyone? Did she do anything?
She looked a little too nice to be staying at the Rusty Keel.
She has money.
Does she spend the night?
Usually, yeah.
She given the same room every time?
No, I don't think I gave her the same room.
You get the choice of the room.
Well, I don't choose, but I take
Lufid
it.
gives you the key, and
Yes.
you direct her. How does Lufid pay you?
And gold, well, silver, and
Silver.
coin,
You'll make a lot.
and
Jesus.
food,
And lodging?
and and a bed.
Was she referred to by her name? What did they call her in the bar?
They called her D.
Does Lufid ever take breaks in the evening and go upstairs?
When he goes to bed, yeah.
Nothing prior to that?
He goes to the bathroom sometimes.
For
I'd jot that
long
down.
periods of time? or-
Kesgrim? Who calls her D?
Other patrons,
Do you call her D?
I call her Da.
Da. Were you told to call her Da?
Yeah, she asked me to.
She instructed you to call her Da. How did you know her name?
Well, because when I first met her, I asked her name, and she told me Devathra, but you can call me Da.
So she told you her name.
Oh, yes, I don't see why she would lie to me.
Means she thinks the tavern is a safe place.
I'm just a
That's the
busboy.
idea. And
Or that Kesgrim is too dumb to do anything with it. No offense, Kesgrim.
None taken.
can you remind me of Ziflee's
Those who are
description?
dumb can still be dangerous.
Dwarf man, dark hair. I think I said like medium length beard.
Okay.
Stocky. Calloused hands.
Did Varathra ever go to the bar with anyone? Was she ever seen with anybody?
I think once she showed up with one of her girlfriends, but
Was she also a small woman?
It's always once per second.
yeah, it's always.
I'm not changing it. I gotta leave it. It's a requirement.
There's just no point in even talking over it. You just gotta wait it out.
Here's a musical break brought to you by the Theremin.
No, she was taller. She was like 6 foot. Brown hair. She had a scar over her right eye.
You had asked if she spoke with someone consistently, or
I had asked if she had ever been seen in the bar with anybody,
Okay.
and she said that she would
6
show.
foot woman,
Brown
scar on
hair.
her
You said this was on occasion, not most times that she was in there.
Yeah, it was maybe once or twice.
Was there anybody in particular in the bar that Devrathra would talk to, or?
Her girlfriend?
But when the girlfriend wasn't there.
Oh, no, usually she would just order her wine and then go to bed.
Orvigo?
Yes.
Is there anyone else on this side of Nanaxi that does the type of work that you do and has access to a winch?
Not that I know of.
Winch? No. How about on the west side?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't go over to the west side often.
Could be the dock workers. Or the people lowering the bodies down for the funerals.
How often are funerals happening?
Correct.
Can still
This
be
is
used at
5
night.
bodies every week for 10 years.
Can be done at night.
It may not be in Nanaxi.
It's a long way to transport.
Where is the next city?
It's also such an enormous economy.
Mm-hmm.
If there's like more than one person doing it, it's a lot of gold every year.
Mm-hmm.
From outside on the ledge where it drops down to the water, can we kind of tell where, in terms of the water, that like cave kind of came out to? Not at
No,
all. Can
not
we tell like
really.
which general direction we swam towards it? So like we went underwater, went under, and
We
then
would have known
swam
where
like
we came up.
Like the
we
general.
know the general direction in which
Yeah.
we swam.
Yeah, you
towards.
would know what general direction you came up from. But specifically, like... if-
Not the pinpoint spot, but just like which way.
Yeah, you would know roughly which direction. If you're looking... It would be to the northeast of Nanaxi.
Northeast. Okay.
So we have the waterfall
To the north.
to the north, and then the river comes in from the south.
The waterfall's here, right?
Yeah.
It's the waterfall, lake, then river.
And then the river, and that's the only two ways in and out of this city, like this
Nanaxi?
lake, presumably.
Oh, in Orvigo?
In this lake, there's no other waterways or anything.
There's smaller tributaries that run from like the mountains. That's
the-
where you came in from before. Was
Okay, so we didn't come in from that main lake.
No.
Okay.
You fell to this lake from the waterfall, then you were taken somewhere else and came back through one of the small tributaries.
Orvigo,
Yes.
you said you moved here 6 years ago.
Yes.
Where did you say you were from?
5 off.
5 off. And 5 off is south down the river?
5 off is...
And about how many days' journey is it? If your laptop's dead, you can just tell me later.
Oh, it's not dead. It's just
Not loading.
being a pain.
Gotcha.
I just gotta pull up Incarnate real quick. Oh shit, that's at home in my binder. 5 off, I believe. This is subject to change when I can get home and look at the map, but I'm fairly certain it's to the west. Not situated on the river,
How do you spell that?
if I remember right.
Orvigo,
Wide view.
you said you were a diver, and that's why you came here.
All right, let me wait for the map to come up because I'm
Correct.
probably just not remembering correctly.
Correct.
But in the meantime, because it's taking forever.
Hmm?
Anybody else? Questions, stuff?
The girl that Devrathra would meet with, was
Right.
she young? Was she older? Did she seem well established?
She was probably in her 40s.
Did she dress like Dee did?
Oh no, she dresses very nicely.
But Da didn't.
No, Da dressed pretty nice.
But this woman dressed better.
Yes.
Do you know what her name was? Is
No, I never asked.
What did the people in 5 off do other than dive?
Oh, well, it's a dock town, so it's mostly receiving goods.
And it does not export anything?
It exports some. With it being situated on the river, it's used as a contact point between here, Nanaxi, and there.
And when you dove off of 5 off, what were you diving for? Is it the same as here?
Yeah, similar things. You looking for items, treasure, things that may have fallen off of ships.
Seems to be that is a pervasive problem here in Orvigo.
Mm-hmm.
Ships sinking,
I wouldn't say.
items going missing.
It would make sense given our track record with them.
And pirates are a real
Correct.
thing. Pirates often sack ships.
are
yeah.
a real thing.
River pirates?
Yeah.
Fucking ballsy.
I mean, you don't have anywhere to go.
Neither do they.
Exactly.
What do you know of the river pirates?
That they exist.
But you've never come across them?
Oh no, I've
or-
never met a pirate. I'm not often on ships. Of course I
Orvigo,
Yes.
do you know of T-Wesk?
Oh yes, that's a crossroads town.
I would want to know where that is as well if you still don't have the map up, just as another thing to remember to clarify for the location.
Yeah,
That's fine.
even on my map on Incarnate, I didn't put city names on the locations.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'll get them to you when I get home.
Yep, absolutely.
Because I left the hand-drawn map that I have that I based everything off of. I have that at home in my binder, labeled homebrew, right next to my desk.
Mhm.
Oh, worse.
Because why would I need it?
Now, you came here, started a business quite quickly.
Mm-hmm.
You've been doing well,
Yes.
and you don't know of anyone else that offers similar services to you.
Not Nanaxi, no.
No. Well, Flint, I think we know what next we look for.
Think so?
Orvega,
Yes.
shipyards on this side.
Mhm.
Are there many?
There's 2. You have a fleet of 1, and 2 is better than 1.
It's the two that Zifley pointed out.
The rivalry.
Fleet of one is owned by Jamie Clifford and the other one by Taylor Knight.
Neither of those names match the letters for which we are pursuing.
They don't, but could be an employee of one of the shipyards if one of the head foremen.
I think Flint, an occupation and operation ongoing for 10 years, would eventually involve the owner in some regard.
You would think so.
Hard to keep a secret for 10 years.
Orgava, how long have you
Yes.
lived in Anaxi?
6 years.
Do you know of anybody's name beginning with D-A-L?
No, not that I can think of.
Kaisergrim, have you come across anybody who may have a nickname of Doll or...
I call a lot of... Sorry, Nazgrim's voice. I call a lot of people doll, but...
Oh goodness.
But D-A-L. Like,
No, not that I can think of.
Also, don't call people that.
They're my friends.
Do they like that nickname?
Well, yeah, they get me something, I go, oh, you're a doll, you know?
did you call that 6-year-old the doll?
No?
Okay.
Okay.
Kazgrim,
Yes.
the lady who was seen with the scar on her right eye, did you catch her name?
I believe I heard her called Ruth.
And a fairly well-dressed woman?
Yes.
Did she enter with Devathra, or did she enter after?
No, she came to meet her after.
So Devathra waited, and this lady arrived
Right.
and went directly to her?
Yes.
And did this lady spend the evening as well?
I think so. but in a different room.
Have they met before? How often, if they have?
I think I'd seen them together maybe once or twice beforehand.
Did this Ruth ever talk to anybody in the bar?
She spoke to some, she spoke to me when she needed to order something.
When she
Lufid,
spoke to you, how did she treat you?
pretty well.
Interesting.
She didn't seem cold or rude or...
No,
You said this Fey wine glows?
yes,
What color?
red.
Oh, Flint? I think it's time for bed.
I think so. Lots to discuss.
Oh, not to discuss.
To drink.
To drink, Flint.
All right, so y'all want to make your way.
Very merry day.
It is getting to be you spend a fair amount of time underwater, so it's getting to be about evening. You want to make your way back to the Rusty Keel?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Kesgrim,
Yeah,
your employment there
yeah.
has concluded, I'm sorry to say.
You're firing me?
I am.
Reassigned.
Can you?
I can.
Oh man.
Thank you, but I've done something better for you, Kesgrim.
Okay.
You're working for Miss Orvigo now.
Oh, cool. What am I doing?
You're going to sit there all day,
It's
every
easy.
day.
That's
A
easy.
very easy job.
You'll heal very nicely.
Good.
And you're going to look out into the water for a black buoy.
Okay.
And when you do, you will tell Miss Orvigo
Uh huh.
that you see one in the water. What are
Right.
you going to tell her you see, Kesgrim?
A black buoy.
And then after you alert her, you will tell no one but the 6 of us here, should you see us.
Okay.
And you'll be paid daily, Kesgrim.
Daily.
Daily.
How much?
I think I can give you... What were you paid before at the Rusty Keel?
Silver a day,
Silver a day.
plus food and lodging.
Miss Orvigo,
Yeah.
can you arrange...
I sure can.
If you wouldn't have laughed and switched, I really wouldn't have noticed. Just because it was like, okay. That's
I
very
would like for
funny.
you to arrange for Kesgrim to live here,
Okay. Yeah, I have a cot in the back you can sleep on
and I
till we
would
get in
like
bed.
I would like for you to as well arrange for another individual to pick up meals for Kesgrim, whatever he requires.
Okay, I can find someone to do that. There's lots of people in the Naxi looking for work.
Very good. And you will again be compensated for your care and fair treatment of Kesgrim.
Good. Good.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Is there anything else I can help you guys out with?
I think we're good here, Flint.
You've done enough.
I'm glad to have helped you all out. Have a good rest of your night. Won't let the door hit you or the good Lord split you.
Nothing splits me.
Just hold the axe.
I'm just gonna look at my axe.
Oh, perfect.
Wouldn't split me. I'm too strong.
Right?
I just want to go up to somebody next time and just be like, hey, you're fired.
Right?
What?
All right.
But good news,
You
you're
can't.
hired.
Right? That's why you always lead with bad news.
So you all begin making your way back to the Rusty Keel. It takes a little bit of time. You spent some time talking to Orvigo, and you're on your way back now.
Sore after all that swimming.
Yeah. You enter into the Rusty Keel. Lufid goes, "Oh hey, welcome back.
We'd like a drink, Lufid.
All right, what do you want?"
Are there other patrons in the bar? How busy is it?
Yeah. There's 4 other people in the bar.
Okay, so that doesn't feel... I feel like previously it was around that number, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably about that.
Mm-hmm.
Is
I look over
coffee
there
a
a lot.
nighttime type of drink or no?
No,
No.
coffee. No
Okay.
coffee.
I mean, it depends on what you're trying to do at night. If you're staying
Oh.
up late.
How much is Fey wine, Lufid?
Get your mind out of the gutter.
Depends on what you're trying to do, girl.
Glass of Fey
If it
wine.
keeps you up longer than 4 hours, you need to see a doctor.
Glass of Fey wine's gonna run you about 10 gold.
It's very expensive. I mean, I've heard it's very fancy.
No, it's excellent.
Is it true that it glows red?
Oh yeah.
It's not just like a little light sitting in the bottom of the wine.
Oh no, the wine glows. It's really cool.
Flint,
Yes,
I don't think we need to pay. Do you?
I don't think so.
I don't think we need to pay. We'll have 6 Fey wines, please. I'm gonna put my arm out on the table.
Now listen, that's a lot of gold you're asking for.
I'm not asking.
I'm gonna crack my knuckles and put my scrawny little arm on the table.
I'm sorry. I
Just kidding. I'm
can't give it to you for free. I have to charge you.
Can't?
I'll have a Fey wine.
Okay, it's 10 gold. Thank you very much. 10 gold.
What's wrong, Lufid?
This is expensive wine. I have a business to run.
Cat got your tongue, Lufid.
What?
Wait, sorry. I know I gave him my money
There's a cat. in your
before I
bar.
actually pay for it. Who's in the bar?
4 people.
What do they look like?
2 men, 2 women, seated at tables, 2 to a table.
Do any of them look very well dressed?
They look all right. Not
Can
very
I-
well dressed.
Can I change my mind on my drink?
Sure.
Okay, I don't want that drink anymore. Never mind.
Okay. And as you're taking orders, he goes, "Oh, by the way, this came for you. 1 second." He turns around and he grabs a piece of paper rolled up and tied with a ribbon. He goes, this is for you. They said to give it to you directly.
Who?
We're gonna end there tonight.
Aw.
Hey, notes.
Well, friends, thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for all the follows and everything tonight as well, and for the raids. If you're new here, make sure you follow so you can find us again. We stream D&D 3 times a week. We have text and audio recaps of all of our campaigns. They're also turned into podcasts and put on YouTube as the full videos. So you have infinite ways to listen, read, and watch the stories that we're playing. We also have coupons and things for a lot of tabletop companies, so go check that out. Our website is notgreatrpg.com. Check it out, considering watching our other content, supporting us on the other nights that we're live. Our schedule's up there. Yeah, have a great night, friends. We'll see you guys Tuesday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time for the City of Oshlam.
Bye.
Goodbye, friends.
Good night.